and welcome to episode 80. Bad with numbers. 87. Is that true? Did I forget to increase the number? Shouldn't this be 88?
I think so.
It should be 88.
Yep. Nope.
Okay, now it is 88. Of Awakening. Well, last session was a banger.
It was indeed.
It was a real change of tone. One of the few episodes, I think, in this whole campaign that have had a real undertone of quite something, but interesting nonetheless.
The undertone of quite something has not yet ended, I think.
Wait, what undertone?
Well, I don't know. We have to ask Rufen what the undertone was.
What was the undertone?
Child abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, just domestic abuse in general.
That's not...
Wait, what?
Yeah. I love... Top just went through the whole section.
Nobody's been convicted of anything.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
True, there is a meta conviction, yeah.
Yeah.
There's just
Anyways,
allegations.
the allegations are here, and you are working on barring down the next door after having accidentally kidnapped and displaced a wife.
That was you who did that.
It was a renegade near.
Well,
Either way.
No, it was us. It was us. It was the party. We're still getting XP. It was still us.
No, it's she's part of the party currently, so it only makes sense.
but you were at least complicit. Nobody stopped her.
That is fair.
There was someone on her side all the time, but nobody stopped her. So
True.
deal with the realities as they are. And now here you are, marching one door over to the neighbors, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
Oliver, who is charging at the moment. In charge at the moment, unless you decide otherwise.
No, he is. He's trying. He's like. I think like he's kind of like marching over there, and then like in the sense and trying to like calm himself down at the same time because he's like these motherfuckers just like kidnap somebody, or not kidnap, but like with all the details, it makes a bit more sense now. But it's still like it's like it was a lot of information all at once, and it's just like holy fuck, you guys handled this like terribly.
Didn't we resolve this last session and everyone agreed that this was resolved? Or we handled this properly? Everyone was like,
maybe
yeah.
so.
Everyone was like, yeah, oh my god, you too? You did a great job. And we were like, thanks.
I think it's fan fiction. I guess it's
Yeah.
fan fiction.
I think, Osmar, that's literally what you believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's
no,
fine to you.
Yeah, what do you mean we handled it perfectly? Perfectly logically.
I think
So,
that happened.
Uzma's walking out in our formation with a very, I guess, good expression, a very satisfied expression, while Reuven is confused and bewildered. But Oliver is... How's Oliver looking as he's marching?
It's sort of like that, like I'm angry, but I don't want to do anything about this now situation. Like we'll handle this later, and he's trying to calm himself down a little before going to this person who is not really involved in the why he's angry. He looks, yeah. He just looks like he's just like fucking frustrated, kind of.
Well, as the emotions fade away, you walk over to Bobby's house. What's your plan?
Oliver takes a deep breath, lets it out. Gives like a few raps on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Before, as you're
Right.
knocking, Reuven whispers to you in your side, if you need help, just look at us or something, but I'll leave this to you.
Yeah, and as he knocks, I try to scan the house for magic.
Yeah. Already. The door opens. Bobby's father again. Yes. Did something else come up?
Something did come up, sir. I think we have a bit more context as to what happened here now, and I think we know about Bobby's father now. Or not Bobby's father. Fuck, what was his name? Whatever the
Francis.
kid's name was. Jimmy's father.
Francis.
Francis. There we go. I forgot his name.
What do you mean you know about Francis' father?
I switched
give
to
him-
the
I get-
ESP rock.
I give him like that. I give him like a look of like I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. I give him like the look as if like I know what's going on situation, and then I'm like, we know what sort of father and husband he was, and I think that if we could talk to Bobby, I do not plan on giving him back to his father. If we do find him.
I'm not quite certain I understand what you're saying. What has Bobby to do with Francis' family's things?
I think that Bobby knows where Francis went.
I think if he knew, he would have told us. Don't you think?
Oliver gives like a thoughtful look for a moment, and then is like, I think under normal circumstances, sure, but these are not normal circumstances, sir.
I turn my head to the left as if I saw something there, and then I walk like outside.
Give me 1 second. I need to check something. You would actually see probably a faint aura of a magic effect in Bobby's house.
Damn. Okay, then I definitely do the thing. I look to my left as if something caught my interest, like I saw something. I walk that way until I'm out of sight. I turn behind the corner or something, and I polymorph into what's a good animal?
Rat.
Sure, I'll polymorph into a rat, and then I'll try to sneak my way into the house.
And that's quite obvious creatures.
Yeah, but if I'm sneaky about it, you know,
Yeah, sure.
I hug the wall.
You try to be a sneaky walk in the house rat.
Wait, no.
There's one entrance where the father is standing, the door's like 70% open. That's where you have to get in through.
Yeah, but just to clarify, I'm not a rat. I'm a cat, so that Kitty doesn't jump on me.
You're a what?
I'm a cat,
Cat. Okay.
because otherwise the fucking real cat is gonna jump on me. Maybe.
Okay. Even more obvious. Okay.
Yeah, but less obvious. You know,
Mm-hmm.
people are more
Yeah, alright.
amenable.
As Oliver and Bobby's father are still talking, Reuven, you notice. Usma walks away, and then shortly after he walks away, a cat comes over to you.
Reuven was really doing his best to pay attention and focus on this conversation, I think. if I still notice this cat,
Totally.
What?
yeah, unless it does something really weird, I'm not focusing on it for the moment.
Okay.
Unless it comes within like a foot. Us.
Then
How far
Oliver.
away are you from the door?
Reuben is right next to Oliver.
How far is
Standing
Oliver
beside
away
you.
from the door?
Like talking distance, like a few feet probably.
Okay,
You
so
knocked
then-
on the door. You're standing like, yeah.
Yeah, like a foot or two.
There's
away
like
from, like the person.
two what are they called? Things you step up on to get higher.
Stairs.
Stairs, yeah. There's two stairs up leading up to the door. As the ground at the bottom of the house is not even to the ground. So you're standing down from the stairs, and Bobby's dad is up on the in the doorway, and Reuven is standing right next to you. Oliver, continue with your conversation.
Again, I forgot where we left off. It's just that we all know that. I think that a lot of people in town know that Francis isn't the best father, or Francis's father wasn't the best father, and I think that. Like pause for a moment. I think that Francis got frustrated and left. And I think that he talked to Bobby about it. I think that Bobby might know where he went. I'd like to help Francis if possible.
Yeah, as I said when you were here earlier, I really don't want to force my son to go over these details again. He has already talked to multiple people about it, and I don't think he has more to say than he already had.
Nothing convinced you, sir? I do not mean to trouble your child. It's just that I believe that Bobby knows where Francis went, and I do not want to force him to tell me, but I would very much appreciate if he could tell me. It would
Yeah, I have asked him.
if you just want to let him know that I would like to talk to him, that is all I would like to ask.
He
And that I am on his side.
the sheriff asked him the same questions. He didn't tell her either.
No,
Mr. Cat, make me a cat sneak check, which would be your agility, dexterity. Bam! Oh, you have high dex. True. Yeah. Let's give Bobby Dad a check to see if he is quite preoccupied with the conversation, and he has okay perception, but Ace's check doesn't notice the cat slipping by next to him. Clearly in vision of Oliver and Reuven and Nia. The cat slips into the doorway.
It was probably theirs, you know.
Yeah, I the dude didn't even notice that the cat sneakers was probably theirs, or like just a random cats. Who cares too much? Yeah, cats are good. They hunt rats and stuff. You know, they're probably good.
Maybe I will talk with Bobby, and I will tell him that that you wanted to talk with him, but I can't make you any. I'm missing words today.
Promises?
I can't make promises if he wants to, and I don't want to force him. He's lost his best friend. I think.
I understand. Just let him know that I'm on his side and that on this endeavor, no matter what happens. And
I will.
Yeah, and well, thank you so much for even going that far for me. It's I wish your son the best in this hard times.
He nods along, and then says, "Well, then I have to go back to my family, and he closes the door.
Okay.
As you turn around, you notice that your wizard is missing.
I mean, I'm like, I'll look around and be like, did Usmore leave?
I think he moved slightly away. I didn't pay attention.
Wizards. You wanna stay here, or should we go somewhere else?
I guess we can leave. Usmore should be able to find his way around town somewhat. I trust him that much.
Maybe he is invisible and following us anyways, but, you know,
It's
wizards.
true. That is true.
Oh, Oliver, I guess Reuven's taking a few steps away from the house, and like slightly brushes past his hair, and slightly bewildered expression still says, "I'm still not fully understanding, or I guess this is a situation quite weird for me. So I think I'm not very suitable in this environment, but still is just so I understand." And then he like really like leans over to you and has you put your head slightly down so he can whisper to you at eye level. We're probably gonna be made to look like we're kidnapped the mom of this child, correct? When that man in the other building wakes up?
Oliver like kind of thinks for a moment and is like, I don't know entirely. I think that we could very easily explain away that she just, with all the context that we have, that she's left.
Okay.
But they very much could easily also just pin it on us that we kidnapped her.
Reuven gives a very like just nonchalant shrug. Yeah, okay. It's okay.
We
At worst, I never come back here.
That is the worst case scenario, I guess.
Right. As you walk somewhere, Mr. Cat Wizard,
What do I see?
a house looks similar to the house you've been in before. No obvious rats here to hunt, so what's the cat
Do I see
doing?
people?
You sneak in, you see Mummy Bobby, Bobby's mom, at the stove cooking.
Do I see Bobby?
No?
Do they have a door the same way the other house did?
Yes.
Is it in the same spot? Or I guess that doesn't matter. Is it closed?
It is closed, yeah.
Okay, I'll just. Is the mom's line of sight in the direction of the like? Do I feel like I can kind of walk through the door and hope the mom doesn't see me?
She's looking in, like, no, completely the opposite direction.
Okay, so I'll try to walk up to the door, and then polymorph into a ooze and try to slide through the door crack.
Can you polymorph from one creature to the next, or do you have to go back to human and then next?
I'm pretty sure, unless it's different because it's on the rock, I can polymorph from one creature to the next.
Okay.
Wait, actually, let me double check. I've always assumed that to be the case. But I think it does take a minute. Yeah. Yep.
Alrighty. What color
I've
of
already-
ooze do you become? What color of ooze have you seen?
I don't know. I think have I seen oozes only in the dwarf cave?
I think that's the only ooze you've met. Yeah.
Was
Didn't
that
we see an
silver?
ooze in the Spila cave?
No, I think
That
that
was
was.
a
No.
That was a mimic. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Mm,
Was it a
I
mimic? I
thought
don't
you were
know.
getting the gelatinous cube.
Oh, it
There
might be
was,
that
there was
too.
also the
Yeah.
brown carpet creature.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
yeah.
Wasn't that like big?
Yeah. A grey ooze. That's the one ooze you have seen.
Yep. So it turned into a metal swine.
Alrighty. And slime underneath the door. Can grey oozes slime underneath doors? That's something we should check at some point.
I'm checking right now.
Ooze, 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 ooze. Oh, it's not ooze though. Yeah.
Is ooze different than pudding?
It's ooze slime jelly.
Yeah. Oh, it has like very little description.
Cannot climb walls.
The creature in the polymorph self that is said to be able to squeeze under doors is black pudding. I don't know how different.
Yeah. I think it's good enough. Yeah. You can't climb walls, but you can squeeze underneath a door.
Yep. I squeeze.
You squeeze into the room and you see a kid playing with marbles.
Okay, I try to quickly slide my slide my way out of his line of sight.
It is looking 90 degrees to the left of you. So you have to scramble right and can
I
scramble
scramble.
underneath a bed.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I stop to consider, okay, what was my plan here? Because I probably can't. I probably can't just polymorph back into myself and cast a spell on him. That would be difficult. Okay, I do have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to. I will try to slime. I'll try to slide my way to like a corner where I wouldn't be seen, and
Mm-hmm.
try to polymorph into myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll try.
There is one superb corner to not be seen. Unfortunately, the corner is too small. You can slime in there, but if you polymorph, you will be squeezed between the wardrobe and the wall.
Okay. Um. Can I just? Can I just? Can I just squeeze through the door and go back to the other room?
You can also take like a different position in the room. Just the next best position is on the other side of the wardrobe, which would be behind the boy. But if he turns around, you're obviously visible.
That's fine. I'll take that.
Okay.
No,
You
I'll try
slime
my
into
best.
the next to the wardrobe and polymorph back into
Osmar.
Osma.
Do I get spotted?
Not immediately.
Okay. I slowly and silently. Actually, when I polymorph facing the other direction. I'm not looking at it. At least that's what I
Okay.
tried. If that's not possible, then I try to slowly rotate myself. I
Uh,
time my steps with kitchen cooking or something.
You are looking at the wall. That's fine.
Okay. Yes. Then I put away my rocks, and I cast Wraith Form.
Does Ray form?
I think it does have somatic, material, and verbal. It might not have verbal actually. Let me double check.
Somatic and material.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I try to make my presence obviously known.
By spooking around in the room.
Yeah, I try to spook the. Wait, can I make noises as a wraith?
You can make rave noises.
I try to wraith noise say hello, Bobby.
Oh, it's not coming out as hello, Bobby. It's just a. Bobby turns around and makes a composure check. And screams. Unsurprisingly, he screams.
No intimidation check required.
There's a rave in his room. I don't think there's much intimidation check necessary.
Nice.
Takes about 7 seconds for the door to fly open, and the dad is in the room.
I follow Bobby and try to scare the parents as well.
Give me an intimidation check.
Ooh, is that just charisma?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bobby's dad also completely fails, grabs his son, pulls him backwards, runs into the room and screams, "Get out, get out, get out!"
Wait,
and runs
wait.
away,
Just
leaving the house
okay.
with his wife into the wetness, alarming the other three who are by now just like 100 feet away from the
Slowly.
door, as behind you the
away.
door to Bobby's house flies open and people screaming, running out.
Okay. I will quickly go back into the room. So hopefully there's like less, or into an area that's hidden from window sight. And I'll end the wraith form and polymorph into a cat and walk out.
Okay.
There, we got Bobby out of the house. Now I just need to talk to him.
That
But
was
it's
the plan.
not communicated at all.
Perfect
I
plan.
love it. All right, so just to set the scene, we're like 150 feet out, whatever,
Yeah.
like walking away from the house slowly, and then all of a sudden we hear the door slam open, and just
Yeah.
you're screaming as like the
Yeah.
entire family's running out of the house. Okay.
Yeah. At which point you can ignore it or turn around and try to help them with whatever is trying to murder them.
I mean, I think I definitely turn around because I was just like, it was sort of like they were like very like solemn and composed, and all of a sudden they're screaming and running away. It's very stark difference.
Yeah. They run out of the door. They see you and are running in your direction.
I mean, I'll start moving in their direction to catch up to them. Be like, what's wrong?
Ruben is right behind you, having drawn.
There's a ghost in our house. There's a ghost in our house. We need to run away. Get away. They run. They run past you.
Uh-huh.
I am following behind at a literally walking pace.
As you are looking towards the house of Bobby's family, a cat leaves the house. Very
Again, it's
unimpressed.
At a leisurely pace.
Yeah.
Ooh, I make some sort of check on that cat.
Sure,
Cat
give
shouldn't
me
be.
Give me a ranger check.
Alright, let me roll a d20. Ooh!
You
That's
know,
not
it's a
good.
cat. Maybe the cat saw the ghost and the cat see ghosts all the time, you know? That's why
Yeah.
he's sitting there staring in the corner of your room. Probably not so spooked by the ghost.
Okay, so
Ruben stays put
yeah.
for a half a second.
I think while you're staying put, Oliver's like jogging towards the house.
I'm running after the guys. Actually, no, I'm not. Wait, no, I'll. As Oliver starts jogging to the house, I'll stop and look at Oliver.
Do you meow at him?
No, I just stop and look at him.
Yeah, I don't need to worry. Who cares?
And probably within 3 minutes, I'll probably morph back into myself. when I find the opportune time.
Nia is like slowly following you, Oliver, as you arrive at the house. Weapon at ready.
Yeah, I just started going room by room looking for a ghost or whatever.
Yeah, there's the entrance room, there is the living room kitchen area, and there's the spooky bedroom.
Yeah, man. I go into all the rooms. I'm like, I do like, I'm like, like I walk in slowly, like glance to the ready, just like making sure there's nothing about, and then I go to the next room. I do some detect evils around the house, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you try to
evil intent,
detect
so you
evil intent into the bedroom before entering. Nothing.
yeah.
No murder. No murderous thoughts. If
Yeah,
it's a
I would
ghost, it's
expect
a
it.
cool ghost, you know.
Yeah, it's a very like relaxed ghost. That's just wants to chill. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's basically what he's doing. He's just going through the house, like through the motions.
Yeah, no ghosts.
All right, so I don't know how long that takes, but yeah, probably a few minutes, probably like 5 minutes. It takes a minute per detect evil intent casting, so probably takes a little bit.
So after do I find a good spot to polymorph back into myself?
Depends on how good of a spot you want.
Well, actually, it doesn't even need to be that good. As long as it's like, I'll just walk like behind like a house kind of so that it's not like in the side of the main road or something. That's good enough for me. And then I'll walk up to. I assume Ruben isn't in the house. It was Oliver.
He was probably guarding the door.
I say, Ruben, we should go talk to those guys who ran out.
Usman, you're back.
Yep, let's go find those guys. We're in a hurry. I think Oliver can manage.
Okay. Oliver, he shouts back in the room. They're checking the humans.
What?
And he's like, okay.
Okay.
And we start going after the guys.
Nia's sitting on the doorstep at the moment and like stays there as you leave, waiting for Oliver. For whatever reason. Yeah, Oliver is busy checking the house for no ghosts, and the two of you are leaving deeper into the town to find Bobby and his parents.
Yep. Yeah, I guess we can ask walker by if they've seen. After it's been a while, we can ask other people if they've seen.
After a bunch of the townsfolk running through town screaming that there are ghosts, there's a surprising lack of walkabys.
Oh, okay. Well, we go in the direction where we saw them lead off and hopefully.
Yeah, towards city center, probably.
Nice.
You walk down there, roof, and you can like. There are very obvious tracks. You don't even really need to check for them.
Yeah, we'll go
You
after
can
those.
Follow them. Yeah, they were heading into the town. After following them for 3-4 minutes, probably heading towards the sheriff's office.
This way, Usman.
Okay, let's go.
Takes you a few more minutes to arrive in the city center at the sheriff's office, where you can see, as you approach, 2 guards are running north out of town at the moment.
North.
Yeah.
Towards the guy.
It's north.
That's where the guy lives.
Yeah.
Before we reach any buildings, Ruben mutters to you also and saying, as this is humans and human talking, I'll let you deal with this. Yes?
Sure.
Okay. Blink to me if you need any assistance.
Okay.
As you
Is
get
the
closer to the sheriff's office, the sheriff, a few more guards step outside. see you approaching and hail in your direction. Well,
I hail back. They approach them.
quite an opportune time for you to come back.
We heard screams of a
Bobby's
ghost.
apparently Bobby's quite convinced, and his parents as well, that there's a ghost haunting their house.
Do you think I could talk to Bobby? I'm a wizard. I could hopefully be of help. Well, first we could
Knock
try to
yourself
figure
out. We would be very much appreciated if you could somewhat assist us with the ghost problem. Don't think my guards and I are well enough equipped to deal with extra planar creatures.
Sure. Just scream it first. So, firstly, don't be too alarmed yet. You know, kids. But if
Kids
it
and
happens
parents.
to be a real thing, yeah. If it happens to be a real thing, then just and it's like here immediately at our doorstep, just shout and I'll come to help immediately. And yeah, and I walk forward looking for Bobby.
Yeah, as you walk into the sheriff's office, there's Bobby, held by his mom at the moment, who's sitting on a chair. There's Bobby's dad, who's like shivering a bit.
I walk closer to them in a very calm pace, calm and comforting pace. And I say, "Excuse me, Bobby's parents."
Yes. Hello.
Sorry, wait. Just to be clear, is this place crowded right now?
There's the sheriff and 2 guards outside. There's 2 guards in here. There's Bobby and his parents. And you?
Is there is this like one big room? Is there like smaller rooms?
No, that's the big room.
Are there smaller rooms? Like, are there doors to smaller rooms?
There is a cell.
Okay.
And maybe... No, you apart from the cell, you don't really see anything obvious.
Okay. I say. So, can you try to explain to me what happened?
There's a ghost in our house. I don't know why. Maybe we did something bad. I don't know. Makes no sense.
Very rare, I would say almost impossible for ghosts to leave where they formed. Are you sure you weren't just seeing things?
I was seeing a ghost. A spooky ghost. Foggy, red eyes.
Do you have any idea? Do you personally know why this? Is there any reason why this would happen? Have you angered any of the gods?
No?
There's no clerics that you've talked to. No paladins that you've lied to.
Apart from Mr. Oliver and you? No. It's not like people come to here much.
Were you and Oliver having an argument? Sorry, I had to leave at that time. I didn't really get to catch that.
No argument. It's just a difference of opinion. I don't really want to talk about this right now.
Well, it could be paramount to finding the cause of this ghost. Because there's, of course, I would not assume that to be the case. However, I would also not assume anything else to be the case. It seems that there's no good reason for a ghost. So I think it's worth to explore this option. Could you please
Why
tell me?
would there be a ghost? Why would there be a angry ghost?
Sorry.
What could have made this happen? That makes no sense.
Could you just recount your experience with Oliver to me?
We were just talking about the fact that he like steps away from his wife and his son and like motions you over to with him
Sure.
and lowers his voice and says, "We were just talking that I don't think that Bobby has any more information about Francis being missing. He would have told us. He would have told the sheriff. Why wouldn't he?" And I was just we left on as I just said I will ask Bobby again, and then if he wants to talk with them, he will talk with them, and then Mr. Oliver and his friend left, and I went back inside. I walked over to my wife and quickly talked to her, and then I heard Bobby screaming. I ran into the room, and then there was this red-eyed ghosty thing. I grabbed my son, I grabbed my wife, and I ran.
That's a reasonable response, but we're trying to figure out where this ghost could have come from. You don't know. There's not like a history in this town for like extra dimensional gates opening or something, right?
No.
I scratch my chin.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't even believe that there really is a ghost. But it clearly was there.
Do you mind if I... This is very intrusive. But do you mind if I cast a spell to see your memories so that I can see the ghost?
There's not much to say. It's a foggy creature with red glowing eyes. Dark, angry.
So I assume you're not too comfortable with the idea?
I don't think he has much to learn from.
Well,
much more to learn.
From my perspective, I have no idea if like what you're saying maps onto reality. It would make my search a lot easier if I were able to see the thing with my own eyes.
Sure, if that helps you to understand what the ghost is and helps you to deal with it.
In fact, actually, you said Bobby saw the ghost first?
Yes, it appeared in our bedroom when Bobby was playing there.
I think it would actually be better if I was able to cast a spell on Bobby.
Can you... Does Bobby have to know that you're casting a spell on him, or can you do it in secret? I don't want to frighten him any more than necessary. His best friend gets lost and now a ghost.
Well, he doesn't necessarily have to know, but the way the spell works, I start rambling a little bit about magic theory that I assume he has like no comprehension of. Just it sounds like what I'm talking about. Something, weaves minds, something, and see, and that this is why it's difficult for the spell to give me proper answers if there's strong thoughts of other people nearby. So do you think I could take Bobby, outside for a second?
Can we just... Can I just call my wife over and Bobby remains where he is? That's good enough.
It would be better if I could do it outside. But we can we can of course be in your vision range. It's nothing too crazy. I just need a little bit of space.
Does it feel strange?
I shake my head. No.
I will. Give me a moment. He walks over to talk with Bobby. see that they talk for a bit. Wife looks concerned, the father looks concerned, and then Bobby at some point gets like this facial expression of iron will and nods and gets up and clearly not convinced, but he has made up his mind.
Is he walking towards me?
He is getting up, and then the father kind of nods, and then he looks over to you and then nods to you, and up to you what you do here.
I nod at him and wait for him to approach me, I guess. Then
Bobby says, my dad, he told me that you needed to see the ghost through my mind. Is this true?
Yes, Bobby. You're very brave for doing this.
I have
had
to
him.
stand up for my family, protect them from whatever evil happens.
As a real man should. I pat him on the back and walk him outside.
As you pat him on the back, you notice that he's like, you almost like knock him to the ground by just patting him because he has such weak knees. But it's fine. He is stern, has a stern look on his face and walks outside with you, shaking.
Okay. We walk out maybe like not too far away, maybe like 20 meters away from the
There's
building.
the sheriff and the guards watching you.
That's fine. I say, okay, Bobby, I'm gonna cast a couple of spells on you, and I know it's scary, but you just need to let the spells affect your mind, and everything should be fine. Everything will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull out a snake's tongue and some honeycomb, and I say, I suggest you tell me everything you know related to Francis's disappearance. And I cast suggestion on him.
So, there would be a saving throw if it doesn't, if it's like weird, right?
I hope I'm hoping he fails the save on purpose.
Yeah, I think he doesn't even expect that something weird is going on. He expects you to cast a spell on him. The only question is your framing so bad that he picks up that there's something weird going on?
It's all happening pretty fast. It's just a little boy.
How's Osmar looking at this moment as he's doing this weird ritual?
Osmar seems very proud of himself. Or he's like, actually, give me a, well, I don't know. I probably have my back towards the.
Reuven's at like the house, like next to the sheriff's door.
Yeah, I probably have my back towards the house. I don't see much.
It's like a creepy wizard with his robe like hunched back, leaning next to this kid.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you see on... give me a perception check.
Me?
Yeah. No, you miss it. Okay. Bobby focuses himself and says, I don't know what Bobby's disappearing has to, what Francis disappearing has to do with the ghost.
He passed. Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, you can assume whatever you want to assume. That's what he says.
Okay. I put my hand on his forehead and I close my eyes, as if I'm doing some reading stuff,
Mhm.
and then I cast forget on him.
Okay. Uh,
-1. I mean -2 penalty.
yeah.
Oh my god. How did he pass, dude?
Da-dum-bum-bum. Okay, yeah, you cast another spell on him.
Yep.
And he says, what was I, were we talking about?
I pat him on the shoulder. I say, "You've done good.
I
You gave
have,
me all I needed." Yep. You were very brave, Bobby.
I
Your
gave you all I needed? Okay.
mm-hmm.
If
Your
you,
family is surely safe. I will go see the ghost right now. Just hold on here. I'll come report back, or you can go inside, but I'll come report back once I've dealt with it.
he looks confused.
I pat him
Walks
on the
back into
shoulder.
the sheriff's hut.
Yep. I shout, "Reuben, come on, let's go!"
Yeah, Reuven jogs to you.
And then we start heading back. Bobby's house.
Mhm.
Dude, I can't believe he fucking passed.
You assume what you want to assume. Yeah, you walk back to Bobby's house. Oliver, you have finished looking through the house, no ghosts.
I think at that point, Oliver will go back outside the front door, look,
Nia
notice
sitting
that
there and
doesn't seem to
says,
be any ghost here.
big surprise,
I
it's
I
daylight
pat
out, why would there be a ghost?
Oliver on the shoulder. Say, "Sorry, it's
You're not here.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were there."
No. No way
I
there was a
didn't
ghost in this house.
I assumed not, but they seem pretty convinced of it. I guess it's a good thing there's no ghost then.
Yeah, well, I assume it's a ghost. Good thing that there are no ghosts in this house, yes. Then again, why would they believe there was a ghost in the house?
Do not know.
Spooky things are happening here. First a
That the
woman disappears, then a ghost appears. Must be connected, right? It's a good
Maybe.
story.
Oh. I guess it's a good story.
She nods a
I'm
lot.
not sure if it's better to be honest though or not.
Wanna wait here for the cavalry to arrive, or do we want to go somewhere?
We can meet up with them, I guess, in the middle and tell them there's no ghosts in the house, or there aren't any real ghosts in the house at least.
I mean, do you know where they went?
I look around. That's fair.
She pats the stair next to her.
Yeah, I go and sit down next to her.
Quite peaceful, this place, right?
He looks around. I guess as peaceful as it can be, living a few miles out from a banshee and ghosts and the like.
You must only be afraid of a banshee if you know that there is one.
That's fair. Few people seem to know that there are ghosts, though. But I'm not sure how much of those are just people believe there are rumors or how many people actually believe it. Either way, this place is still quite strange, even how peaceful it is.
Indeed.
Curious as to why it's the case, but I feel like it's outside my purview at the moment. At the moment, it just seems like people who just enjoy their isolation.
Enjoy might be a strong word.
I mean, the people seem quite. Maybe you're right. They seem just quite paranoid about the people in general, outsiders at least. From the,
Do you know when
this-
we talked with Frances' mother, she told us that she's never been to the beach.
It is quite strange. This place is quite close to the coast.
I mean, it's close to a cliff, but
No, I mean, still, you can go to Green Peak and then go from there quite easily. Get on the caravan.
if you can afford this, I guess us traveling types, we sometimes forget that most people don't get around much.
It is true, but if it's a lifelong dream, it's a bit different.
Well,
It is true though, but
at least her dream has been fulfilled to some extent.
hopefully we can make the dream a bit better by reuniting her with her son and getting them on their way.
Such a small town, everybody knows everyone, and so many lies.
Yeah, and yet also lots of lies and lots of people who are oblivious, it seems. I'm not even sure if Bobby's father even was either lying about the entire thing or knew exactly what was going on and just was ignorant, or knew the entire time and just lying to me. Either way, it's either lies or obliviousness.
I know
Strange
that
place.
it's hard to understand for you, but families are not always what you think they are.
I think I'm coming
As-
to realize that.
As much as you honor them, not everybody does.
And I'm unsure at the moment.
I think you would need a whole flock of your deity's followers to save this world in any meaningful way.
Well, you can always try to make more of them. Well, make more followers. I don't know if there'll be any more clerics or anything like that around, as far as I'm aware.
Interesting, isn't it?
What is?
Do you sometimes wonder why these powerful divine beings that we serve are so reluctant to do things?
Sometimes. And then Oliver thinks for a moment and has a thought, which I'll tell you what the thought is, which is that he thinks that the deities aren't as are powerful, but they're not as all powerful because he remembers one time in the back of his head where his deity had to read his memory in order to figure out what was happening to him, which is sort of like the oh shit, maybe they're not omniscient. He doesn't say that to Nier at least. And he's like, yes, it's strange, I guess, but might be outside of it. Might be either it's much of it in our purview or outside of it. I feel like if they wanted to do something, they could do something. Though I feel like, but they must have a reason to not do something if they don't do it.
She gazes into the distance, not answering, not reacting much to what you said.
Or maybe they're all just working against each other in a messed up little family. Who knows?
Keeps looking into the distance, but you see this faint smile that like slightly curls her lips. somewhere around this point in time, you can see emerging from the city the familiar shapes of Osmar and Reuven.
Give them a wave. Then when they
I
get like
wave.
in speaking distance, I'll speak up and be like, the ghost's gone.
Nope, the ghost's definitely there. I saw. I read the mind of the young boy.
Well, whether it's here or not, it's gone for now. I feel it's just a passive ghost.
Let me go handle it. I walk inside the house. I assume you guys are outside of the house.
Yeah, I'm sitting on like the
Yeah.
steps outside.
I walk inside of the house and close the door behind me.
Just so you all know, I think the guardsman sent guards to tell the weird human guy in the fancy clothes about this. So that guy will probably show up some point.
Oh well. I think it'll be alright, Reuben.
Okay.
As you
I'm
sit
inside
there,
the house.
yeah, you're inside the house.
I look for a cone where there's nothing that's too flammable.
The house is made out of wood.
Yep. But I wouldn't expect, if I fireball a wooden house, I wouldn't expect the wooden house to catch fire.
If you fireball the wooden house, you would expect the wooden house to blow up in certain parts of it. There is no room in the wooden house that is big enough to controllably fire off a fireball.
Well, what about burning hands?
No problem.
Okay. I look for a spot where I could throw off a burning hands. I throw some powdered silver on the ground, like as if throwing a color spray kind of, but it's not color spray, it's silver. Then I shoot a burning hands off my
You
wand of
can
fire.
singe the oven area where the stove is. That's probably the least flammable area of the house.
Does anything catch fire?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I walk out. I say, "All right, boys, the ghost's taken care of now."
I look at Uspar for a moment. I give Nier like a look. I just like, okay.
Are you safe, Uzmar? Were you hurt?
No, that was easy. Yes. Once I knew what I was dealing with, I knew this would be trivial.
Nia, without looking at you, says, "So tell us, Mr. Ghost Hunter, what were you dealing with?"
I'll save that story for another time. Maybe once we go to bed. The climax was short, but the lead up was quite intricate.
I guess we can go back and tell him the ghost's been dealt with then.
Yes, we should.
It's about around this time that you can see approaching from the town to maybe your surprise, maybe not, a phantom steed.
For sure.
How fast is it?
Fast enough. It's hard to say if you see it just like running around.
The
Is it obviously like full speed galloping?
Phantom steeds don't really like they just run. It's like hard to say if they're galloping or not because you can't hear them.
So they just go at one speed? Or
They can go in various speeds, but usually you would tell if a horse is like running full speed by the sound of it. And with Phantom Steed, that doesn't really work. A second Phantom Steed follows suit after that one.
Does it look like movement speed 20-ish, or does it look like movement speed 40-ish? Which is it closer to?
Give me a perception check.
What the fuck?
Yeah, something between 20 and 40.
Dang.
On the Phantom Steeds are a gnome and a woman.
Is it Corfin?
No, you don't think so. They are clearly heading your direction.
That's fine. I think we should go to the sheriff's and inform everyone of what's happened.
As they see you, the woman shouts over and says, "Is that the house with the ghost?"
I give her a thumbs up. It's been dealt with already. You're late.
He completely disregards you.
Yeah,
Runs up to the house, jumps off. The gnome jumps off as well.
I am
Hey.
walking towards the sheriff's place already.
Yeah, sure. And they throw open the door, walk into the house.
Okay. I'll just like say while they're like walking through, like give you like a louder voice, be like the ghost has been dealt with. If you, I guess you feel free to check to make sure maybe there's not a second one.
You get a angry look from the woman as she passes you.
You know what? He doesn't care too much. He's still like this is like he's in near aura. He is like the anger is still kind of like there a little bit. It's fading now because it's been a while, but you know it's like who cares?
You can hear them stomping around a bit inside. And then I guess you walk away.
I probably start like walking away. I probably like sit there for like a minute and then like probably start going after Usmar, like walking after Usmar.
Yeah.
I'll just shout out. We'll be at the sheriff's office if you need any questions.
No reply.
Yeah. Yeah. So I start pulling Usmar.
Yeah. You walk away towards the sheriff's office.
I opened the door with a grand smile and looked to Bobby and his
You're still
parents.
walking.
So, okay.
Is there anything you need to talk while walking, or just a silent procedure all the way over there?
I mean,
I
I'll
just
like
looked-
go. I'll like walk over to Usmar, like catch up to him and be like, there was no ghost there, right?
I give Oliver a wink.
Okay.
Halfway back to the sheriff, the two phantom seats come flying by you.
Cringe.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Never mind.
Do they pass us or do they stop at us?
They run by you.
Okay, go
Ignoring
past
you.
us.
Yeah.
Got
A
it.
warm introduction for those two characters.
Reuven might mutter, what is our plan to deal with, or are we still dealing with the missing kid?
I think so. Ruben, like Oliver's like looks like he's getting like annoyed again. Like but he's like I believe so, Ruben. I think that we're gonna talk to Bobby. This should put us in their good graces. And I think Bobby should be able to tell us where Francis went, and then we should be fine. We can get him just alone.
Okay.
Is anybody paying any attention to the two figures?
I mean, are they like in our vision when they're galloping away, or are they kind of like what's it called? Are they running like outside of our vision?
They went by
Oh,
you.
yeah, no, we turned away.
They stinky-eyed you. They are galloping past you again. You can look at them if you want to. You can not.
Are they wearing armor or robes?
You don't see any signs of armor. And the gnome seems to be wearing like some sort of leather. The woman doesn't seem to be wearing armor, but she has a black cloak flying on her back.
I mean, I'll look at them for like a little bit and then probably like stop. And once they like, if they get out, like, out, like if they're not like in like my peripheral still, I'll probably stop like paying attention to them after a while.
They're heading to the sheriff's office.
Oh, okay, that's perfect then. So like, if they're just like, I'll just watch them as though we're walking that direction anyway.
Give me a one who is like looking at him. I guess Oliver. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, 25.
Yeah. The woman has two battle axes dangling from her belt. As I said, doesn't seem like she has armor on. The cloak belonging behind her. Like hair with like a slight tint of red.
Black hair, you said?
Yeah, mostly black, yeah. And like from the one time she angrily looked at you, also her like eyes not particularly expressive, so probably dark brown as well. The gnome has a funny looking hat on. Seems to be wearing like some sort of leather armor. And you can see a dagger.
Okay. Yeah.
None of them look particularly wizardy.
Okay. Okay.
As you approach the sheriff's office, you see the two phantom steeds standing there. The people don't seem to be too... You know, phantom steeds are weird creatures. They make other people... they don't quite belong on this plane of existence. So usually people are somewhat nervous around them. The sheriff and the soldiers and Bobby's family don't seem to care too much about the phantom steeds. You can see them talking a bit, and before you get close enough to talk with them again, they jump back on their steeds and ride away.
Okay. I like to say to the party, that was a little, the group seems a little strange for this part of the world. Oh well, though. Either way, let's go see if we can talk to Bobby and them.
Sure.
We open up Oliver first into the sheriff's office.
Well, actually, people standing outside, and as you get closer, the sheriff shakes Bobby's dad's hand, and they seem to be leaving, walking in your direction.
Oh, perfect.
And as they get closer to you, they say, "We already heard that there's no ghosts in the house anymore, at least."
I
Thank you.
smile broadly and nod.
Oliver puts on like a fake smile and is like, yes, no worries. It's we dealt with it, or yeah, like we dealt with it the best we could, and I'm fairly certain that it is gone from this plane. Should not be bothering you anymore.
I tapped Bobby on the shoulder. You were brave. Do what you did.
Thank you. Slightly
Once
questioning.
they meet back up with us and like we start like well, like if yeah, what was I'll look at Bobby's father and be like I don't know, it's I'm not sure if now is the best time. Would it be all right if I chat with Bobby now? Just a few questions, that is all.
He
Yeah,
looks
it's like
at you
walking away from the
with
place.
disbelief and looks away and continues walking.
Be careful. You don't want to be treating clerics that poorly. Remember what happened last time?
They keep walking.
If Oliver doesn't interpose, then I guess I
I think
will.
Oliver's like stunned for a moment. He's just like, holy fuck. Hey, you can go first, though.
No, I just wait for you to do something.
I think he just like stands there for a moment and is like,
You
and
know,
he
Oliver,
walks.
you need to be a little bit more assertive if you want to get what you want.
I think Oliver like tries to catch back up with the family, like away from like is there like people staring at us, or it's kind of like or like if you're trying to get like with not like a bunch of people like around at the moment.
There's people looking at you here.
Okay.
Nia whispers in your ear and says, not particularly tactful.
Thank you for reminding me. Let's let them get back to their house and just like let's just like I'll ask them maybe again later. Might have ruined our chances though for now.
Maybe wait till tomorrow.
Probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I look back to the party. I think I'm at least done for tonight. If we just want to rest here for now, or if you have anything in town you want to do.
Shrug.
Reuven shakes his head.
You know, Oliver, what do you even think about this whole thing? Because aren't we currently of the opinion that maybe it was good that the guy escaped? Like, what are you even gonna do if you find where he went to?
Bring him and his mother together.
You really think that's good? So he had his own judgment, and
At the very least, I would ask if he wanted to, if him and his mother wanted to go back. If he wanted
you
to
go
bring.
through all of that effort for one kid. I mean, come on, let him just go. I'm sure he's living his best life.
Out in the woods.
Yeah, that's what Ruben did.
Yes, but he's no Reuben.
He turned out pretty good, I think.
Also, Reuben,
Uh,
I don't think lived out in the woods. I mean, I'll let Reuben speak for himself, but like Reuben, I don't think you lived alone out in the woods your entire life, right? My child.
Reuven shakes his head. Very, with his near aura, much more coldly or much more less emotional than normal. He's like, I have training before I came to the human lands. And by my analysis, a normal human, untrained, and a child would have very little chances of surviving in these forests.
Yeah, but he's not in the woods alone. He went looking for something, right? There's probably some sort of underground hidden cool thing that teaches how to hunt and stuff. I wouldn't be too surprised if the kid ended up under the tutelage of your teacher, Ruben.
I would say the chances of him being able to make it to Green Peak are, as Usmar says, less than 5%. Um, his chances of making it to the nearest town by the road would be higher, but also quite low.
Well, if we do a quick little case analysis, either A, you know, it's been some time since he left, so either A, he's gone out and he's been killed and there is no one to save, or B, he's gone out and he's found a good habitat and made his life there. In either case, in any possible case, he's fine. Or not he's fine, but in any possible case, there's nothing we can do to help him.
Either way, we're waiting until tomorrow, correct? I
Yeah,
say
sure.
like we at the very worst, we can't hurt. It can't hurt to get the information from Bobby if he's willing to give it to us.
He's probably not gonna be. I'd be prepared for that.
If that's the case. We've done all we've done. We've done all that we can do.
I think we already have, but whatever. We can go talk to him tomorrow.
Where do you sleep?
Secure shelter. Somewhere nearby, a little bit south.
I got a question before we skip the night. Can I buy paper in this town? Like a single piece of paper?
I can give you paper.
Yeah, but I don't want to buy it. I want to take it from you. I want to buy it if possible, because I don't want to steal the paper and then have to pay you money, and then you're gonna be like, no, you don't need to pay me money.
Oh.
I guess you can buy like something to
Like
scribble on.
papyrus or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll spend like I don't know, like what is it, like silver piece for papyrus? Or gold? I'm fine with either.
Dun, 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 dun.
I guess I can look up the economic sheet as well. Let me see.
Yeah, it's like a oh no, this for books. Papyrus, 3 silver.
3 silver. Alrighty. Then I'll just get some charcoal or something to write on. I seem like can I just roll that in the cost of buying a piece of papyrus, or should I smell like a silver and charcoal or something, or ink or something? Probably charcoal for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I will write up a note. I guess I'll wait till the evening then. Yeah, I just got something to write on, and then once it's if there's anything they want to do.
Yep. It's evening. You have put your magic shelter down. Went inside, dried yourself off a bit.
Oh, it has been raining the whole day.
Nice.
What do you write?
I wrote something. I will write something up. I guess I don't know if it might if anyone sees me, but you see Oliver doing something he never really does, which is pull out a piece of paper and start writing on it, folds it up, hands it to Nier, and asks it if she can give that to Clear at some point. If she comes across him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, alright, I'll DM it to you. Secret note.
You know, Oliver, I can just message her.
It's no
Was
rush.
Kaliran a man or woman?
Man.
I can message him.
It's no rush for now.
That's good, actually. I'd rather not.
Oh, this reminds me. Usmar, can I have writing equipment for paper?
Sure.
Ruben will use one piece of paper and in Elven still write his own synopsis of what we did in the past few days at the lighthouse. So he has a physical copy of memory of what we did, what we saw.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Before we... Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
That's it, okay. Before we go through the night, do we want to take a quick toilet break?
Yes.
Yes,
Sounds great.
alrighty then. Be right back.
BRB. Hello.
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 Hi.
I'm mentally prepared to get for Bobby's family to tell me to fuck off again, and then be like, oh fuck it, I guess. No information for us. I'm prepared to live with my mistakes.
You learn from your mistakes, right?
Probably, hopefully. That's the ideal situation. Either way, we uncover the mystery. We know of the abusive family in Cape Joy.
One of the abusive families in Cape Joy.
True.
Maybe the real mystery is that every family is abusive in Cape Joy.
Maybe that's why everyone was like so confused. Like, what do you mean, Bobby? What do you mean Francis' family was abusive? They're just fine. It was normal.
The real problem is that 90% of the people of Cape Joy are relatives of each other, so they all just covering for their family. So
That makes sense. You got to keep the blood pure for the vampire overlord that rules over the town.
true.
Would vampires value that?
I have no idea.
I
I'm
feel
just
like
saying,
that's
make
the opposite. I feel like inbreedings must make the blood real bad.
I agree.
What if it's like a unique strain of blood and you don't want it to like dilute it out with like other, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's like a magic. It's like it's like a super blood or whatever, and you got to keep it as pure as possible.
Yeah.
Super tasty blood, you know. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I know exactly nothing about Twilight, but one thing is that Bella's blood was so delicious that the Robert Pattinson vampire, whatever his name is, was almost trying to eat her alive.
Imagine you have that, but a whole village worth of people like that.
Yes.
Animals
like-
do that.
What?
It's like grapes.
When they hunt something, they don't kill it and then eat it. They eat it alive.
Depends on the thing, I guess.
I think
Whatever.
most animals eat their prey alive.
I know, like, there's some birds of prey that like scare their prey into dying. Like they grab them and then fly them up into the sky and then drop them, and
Yeah.
then grab them out of the sky again. And
But that's
most
like
of the
a
time, the creature
minority.
dies because of stress.
That's a minority of creatures. I think most creatures
I
eat
mean,
their
it's
prey
just
alive.
beat them until they don't move anymore and then eat them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, everybody's back. Nothing tries to ambush you in the night. You know, it's a peaceful town. Nothing weird ever happens here.
No, just kids going missing and weird fantasy people running around their son's ghosts and people being weirdly okay with them.
Families going missing. Wives going missing.
Yeah, you know, ghost problems
Those problems, yeah.
or ghost hunter problems, but you know what? Well, the town don't know the difference.
You wake up. The rain has stopped. It's still grey outside, but at least it's not raining. These spellcasters can memorize their spells. Oh, what is this called? This and this. Alright. And once you're done preparing your spells, you can get your things together and do whatever you want to do. The world's your oyster.
Oliver's, I think, at least in the morning, debating when to go and ask Bobby's family or wait for them to come to him. So you guys can do whatever you guys want first. Or do you have any plans?
Nope.
You have like probably 1.5 hours in the morning sitting by yourself, thinking.
Yeah, I think he just sits there. He just like he lets the like Bobby's family get like breakfast, like wake up, get all their shit together. Where are you gonna go? They're only waits like, at least like evening, like lunch or something like that before he goes out there. If they don't come to him first.
For them to come to you, you have to be somewhat visible in the town.
Yeah, he'll be like walking around or whatever. Like chat at the end a little bit, like not at the end, like at the tavern. Chat, like ask people out, like how's life going? Anything interesting going around? Get the lay of the land. Make himself know that he's around the area.
There's something very interesting going on. Not only is Francis missing, also Francis' mom is missing, and there was a sighting of a ghost.
Oh no. Yeah,
And according to the canon, Francis' mom went missing during the night. Her husband remembers that they were that you that they he went to sleep, and when he woke up, his wife was gone.
I think Oliver's gonna be like do like polite chatting with him, but not like ask any like probing questions or anything like that too much. Just gonna be like, oh, like, or asking like some normal probing questions, like, oh no, what happened? Is there any reason why she might have left? Did someone take her? Blah blah blah. Like, I wonder if it's the same thing that
People
happened with Francis.
people heard that you were looking into Francis disappearing, so they are asking you if you're looking into Francis' mom disappearing as well.
Yep, it'll be like, I think so. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just fucking. He's literally just he's tired of this town already. And he's already like cobbled under web of lies. Like we lied about the ghosts. We know that Francis' father's lying about. What's another lie to add on to the whole pile anyway?
There's also, you hear people whispering. They're not trying to be completely silent with their whispers. People think that the disappearing of Francis and Francis' mom coincide with you coming to Cape Joy.
I think he'll just let them whisper. He's not gonna like confront them about it or anything.
Yeah. Well, at some point during the day, the sheriff will approach you and ask you about what happened yesterday with, if you know anything about what happened with Francis' mom.
I think that Oliver would just say that like we went over there, we chatted with him about what happened with Francis, and it'll give like the sheriff a look and be like, I think that we. No, he won't say anything like that. He'll just be like, it's a tragedy. They both left. They both went missing. I hope they find each other, or that we be able to find them first before anything bad happens to them.
As the sheriff is done talking with you, she asks you how long you plan to stay in Camp Joy.
Probably tonight is probably our last night, and then we'll probably leave tomorrow.
She nods along.
Unless something else comes up in the meantime, but that's our plan at the moment. During the end of the conversation, superstitious folk around here. They some of the people think it's my fault that those two went missing.
Could be, right?
We give her like a look and be like, "You think it's my fault that those two went missing?"
It could be that people believe that.
Oh, I see. Well, either way, can't stop the common folk from whispering, can you? Or people from whispering, I guess, not the common folk. And no reason to stop it either.
Sometimes it's easier to blame somebody who just comes by for their problems.
I guess so. Instead of I'll give her a look at her and be like the sheriff and be like instead of like looking at who the real problem was all along. I think I understand. Well, I I apologize for not being able to help more, but I'll do my best in trying to find Francis and Francis' mom while I'm still in town.
She nods, trying to not show any expression.
I'll leave her be after that.
Yeah. So you continue wandering through town.
Yeah, until it's like, I don't know, like 2-3 p.m. Until like unless Bobby's.
Do you wander alone, or do you drag the rest of them with you?
I probably maybe like drag them around for like breakfast or something, and then maybe after that we just like they both leave them be. Just to be like, we're in town. We gotta do some towny things.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll
Okay.
leave them be. So probably for like an hour or something. I drag them around, and after that, like, not really.
As you like drag them through town, Reuven,
Yes.
you will get approached by Greta.
Okay.
She says, hello. I was wondering if you could help me with Princess again. I tried what you
Yes.
told me yesterday. It didn't work quite so well.
It might be that she wants some sort of better crown.
Oh no, I mean the brushing.
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll show you. Why not? Reuven looks to the other party members to see if they have any disagreements.
There's no real care in the world. You can do what you want.
Are we all there now?
You're still kind of together at the moment, yeah.
Go on, Ruben. We'll find you eventually if we need you.
I was right.
So Reuven gets taken away by the girl. And the rest of you sits around the
Reuven-
tavern. That's probably when the talk with the sheriff happens and things like this. So.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, didn't the talk with the sheriff happen while we were still preparing spells?
No, afterwards. Like you went into
Okay.
town and I'm kind of going a bit loose with time at the moment.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Just
As Reuben leaves, I turn to Oliver and say, "We're really wasting our time, aren't we? We should just leave."
I plan on leaving either today or tomorrow, but yes, we will be leaving soon. I just want to see if I can talk with Bobby's family. That's the last, and then after that, if they wish to share information, I will see if I can find Francis, and if not, then we shall leave Francis to his fate. I'm sure that he's resourceful enough and planned out a situation well enough that if the worst came to happen, he was prepared for it and knows how to get to Green Peak or West Point or wherever from here.
Myelin be praised. I smile.
well, Reuven, as you're getting dragged away to brush the horse again, and you're doing your things, Greta will small talk with you a bit, and after small talking a bit, she will arrive at the question if you know anything about Francis' mom. She has heard that she has gone missing as well.
Are we still in near Aura?
No.
As it is beginning to fade.
You are outside of
Reuven's
the
definitely a bit more like as other times, suppressing one's emotions for a while and then bam, like them exploding out is a bit tough. So he's reeling a bit. So he stays quiet for a moment until like we're hands busy helping the princess. He will sigh and say, how does she word the question?
You know, I heard that Francis' mom went missing as well, and since you've been looking into Francis disappearing, I was wondering if you know anything about that.
Reuven stays quiet for a moment.
As you stay
And
quiet
like,
for a moment, she continues talking and says, because I was wondering if maybe maybe she and Francis can meet again.
very slowly, Reuven's head just nods. His eyes slightly flicker. His emotion comes back. The real difficulty of the situation finally weighing on his mind. These are still people, even though they might not be elves. He sighs and says, I really hope so as well. I think his mom will definitely be okay, and I hope he will be okay too.
Most likely not a worse place than they left from.
Reuven stays quiet for a moment. But looking at this is a young girl, right?
14, 15,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Reuven's like the visage of her slightly swirls at points, and is like some memories creep up to the bottom of his mind of the very first humans that helped him in the human lands. There was also a young girl, and those people are no longer alive. So there's a bit of extra emotion creeping up from there. So he finally, after a good moment of silence, will, with a very low voice, ask, I wanted to ask, do you feel the same for yourself? Would you
I don't
want to
understand
leave?
it. I think everybody wants to leave, don't they?
Everyone's eyes blink
You
once,
hear the
twice.
stories of the world full of things, and well, we live here, and there's not much to do. Sometimes Mr. Cameron tells us stories, and wish to see the things he's talking about, but he's a wonderful man, isn't he? Have you met him?
He talked to us one night.
All my friends think he's the coolest guy around,
He is quite special for a human.
He listens to us kids, but it's rare that somebody actually really talks with us.
Ruben nods in understanding.
The adults, they don't all like him that much. I think it is weird that he just comes at night when the sun is down, but I think that's really funny, right?
I don't know. It only comes at night. I guess that is quite funny.
I mean, he's an adventurer, right? So I think he likes the adventurous times, and at night it's more adventurous.
Okay, I understand. Do you want to also be like him, adventurous?
Maybe I don't think I have the opportunity. Maybe Francis has the opportunity. Who knows? It's hard to say, but
Do you have any ideas on what opportunity Francis could have gotten?
no. But the world is full of opportunities, right?
Ruben nods. You do not want to leave one day then?
Maybe if somebody gives me the chance, maybe she's stroking princess. Don't we all dream to be a princess a bit? Maybe a knight in shining armor comes and, well, girl can dream, right?
Reuven doesn't quite understand the references, but he nods along. He gets the gist.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I think
I thank you for helping me again.
I enjoy. I hope Princess can feel better.
I have to do something else now. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Greta.
She walks away, leaving you alone with the horse.
Ah, humans, right? He talks to the princess, not having casted. Yeah, yeah, humans. Um, he gives princess a good berry and leaves.
Well, you find the rest of your posse in the uh, in the inn, talking with the sheriff, finishing up this talk.
Reuven tells you, Oliver, we should probably try to at least see if we can find this human boy.
I agree. It's just that after Bobby, there's no other leads we have, and if we can't get, and I'm not going to force out of Bobby if he doesn't want to talk.
He nods, just saying, we probably don't have too much time, even if, yes, there is no probably little chance that a human boy is surviving for long. So
Oliver just nods. Doesn't really say anything after that. A little solemn.
Yeah.
Nia
think that's it.
sits next to you and says, "Well, if you give us," and she like puts one hand on Usma's shoulder, "sometime if we're alone, I guess we can get answers out of him."
That is no. I don't know. It's no different than forcing.
Want to find Francis, or do you not want to find him?
If all else fails, maybe. I just don't want to traumatize the child. I don't want to have one traumatized child to go. I don't want to find one traumatized child just to make another one.
Yeah, same.
Well,
But we'll see if we need to have a conversation. If we even need to have that conversation.
she shrugs.
But I appreciate the offer of help there.
You wait, I guess.
Yeah, wait a while.
Time
Yeah.
to pass. And
Last day in town, probably.
time goes along. Nothing interesting happens.
Oh my god, I forgot a thing.
What did you forget?
Just a spell.
That's bad.
All right. So we wait a while, and Bobby's father doesn't come and find us.
No.
We don't hear anybody. All right. So, what time is it now, roughly?
Whatever time you want it to be.
Okay. So, thinking at that point, Oliver will, they'll just sigh and be like, "Well, it's time to pay the visit again and get our answer one way or another."
One way or another. Let's go.
You could be a bard one day, Usmar, I think, with vocals like that.
Thank you. Natural talent at everything. That's what I'm known for.
As you're walking over to Bobby's house, Osma, Nia, comes up next to you and says, "Do we need to apply advanced interrogation techniques?" So
Probably.
if we can get the kid, I can see the kid, I will try to read its mind.
Oh, I thought you meant the same thing as we did previously.
Well, start with a lower level and see how much we need to escalate, okay?
Okay.
Don't want to anger our fellow godsman over there, right?
I think he's grown to be pretty understanding by now. Because of all the frustrations we've gone through.
It's one of the benefits of his ethos, right? We are kind of his family, so can't be too mad.
I shrug.
You arrive at Bobby's house. Bobby's outside.
This is perfect. I walk up to him and I say, "Hey, Bobby," and then
So is Bobby's father, who is who's chopping wood at the moment. Bobby is helping
Yeah.
him.
I walk up to him and say, "Hey, Bobby," and I put my hand on his head and ruffle his hair, and I look to Near and give her a wink, wink, wink.
Nia nods her head a bit and does some mumbling.
I think
Oliver, you You
Yeah,
don't know anything. You don't notice anything.
Yeah. Okay. That's
You
great.
approached him as well.
Yeah, I poached Bobby's father. Yeah, and Bobby.
Bobby's father was like, hey, hello there.
Yes, I.
Thank you
Hello,
again for helping us with the ghost yesterday.
Oh, no worries whatsoever. It was it's my duty to help the families and the homes that they occupy.
Well, I guess thank you. Have you heard that? He lowers his voice and says, Francis' mom, she went missing as well.
Oliver like look a bit solemn for a second, but yes, I heard as well. It's quite a tragedy. I'll see what I can do. My first and foremost priority is with France at the moment, though.
You know,
Then
yesterday we had a talk with I talked with Bobby again, and after he said he would talk with you.
Oliver's like nods along. He's like, it is very wise of Bobby. I'll like look at him. It's it won't be long, but it won't be long. You can be here the entire time if you need to. Does not need to be privacy whatsoever.
It's Bobby's decision. He has decided that he wants to talk with you, and then I think he.
Yeah. I'll look at Bobby.
Yeah.
Like lean down a little, like squat a little bit and be like, so Bobby, where do you want to have this conversation? I'm fine doing it anywhere you wish.
Bobby is holding on to Osmar's robe at the moment, as Osmar is like standing next to him and says, I wanted to talk to the both of you.
Oh,
I see no issue with that. I look at you more.
sure.
I think there's he like slowly like shuffles away a bit from his dad.
I'm not alone.
I didn't tell my dad everything, and I didn't tell the sheriff everything.
Come on, Bobby, let's go this way. And I kind
Yes.
of lead us towards a little bit more of a private area.
Yeah, I'll follow him and Usmar.
I'm not quite sure why, but somehow I think it's the best if I tell you at least tell you what I know. At least what I can tell you. I still. Bobby he didn't disappear. He ran away because of
I'm
his
like
dad.
nodding along to like while he's saying this.
Do you know where he ran? It's dangerous out there.
I'm not allowed to tell you where he ran.
I ruffle through my pockets, and then I ask the question again. You know where he ran?
If you, I guess.
I really he's with someone, and I cannot tell you. I have to protect their privacy.
Did I find anything in his mind?
Hmm?
Did I find anything in his mind?
Did you cast suggestion or not?
I have it on a rock, and that's what I ruffled through my pockets.
You have ESP on a rock.
Yeah.
Did you cast suggestion?
No.
No.
Wait.
Okay. I thought you cast suggestion.
No. I just ruffled through my pockets to touch the ESP rock.
Yeah, on the forefront of his mind is I cannot tell.
Okay.
Bobby, it's
I'm certain that Francis is safe, but I think I think he should know that his mom is missing as well.
I
I
think that
agree, Bobby, and we need to go tell him. Or can you? Can you go there?
Maybe.
Well, hey, if you go there and you tell him, then that's awesome. Alternatively, you can tell us and we can go there. Oliver here,
No,
he's
I can't tell you.
Oliver here. Maybe I can leave and you can tell Oliver. Oliver is oath bound to always do good things. He will literally burn in the fires of hell for all of eternity if he ever does anything bad. See those rings on his armor? That's what it means.
I no, I cannot tell you where he is, but I think I'm certain that he's safe. He's with good people.
I I understand what it means to make a promise and to keep it, so I'm not going to ask you to break that. But could you are you sure that you can tell Bobby? Because we just want to let Bobby know. We just want to make sure that Bobby is safe and that he knows what happened to his mother.
I will.
If you can tell us, if you cannot tell us directly, could you give us a hint on whom it might be?
No.
Okay.
I will try my best to let Bobby know. That's a good idea. I didn't really think of that.
Bobby, look at me.
Looks at you.
I ruffle through my pockets more. I suggest you tell me everything you know related to Francis' disappearance. And I cast suggestion.
Give me a perception check.
Me?
Oh shit! Don't fuck up. Oh, you fucked up this one again.
He says, I really wish to do it, but I can't. I can't break my promise. It's no.
If you don't mind, who did you make this promise to? You made it to Bobby? Or Francis, I mean?
I can't tell. I can't tell you. I just wanted to get it off my chest that I knew more than I said.
I place my hand on his shoulder. I look in, or I ruffle through my pockets again, searching for my detect magic rock. And I look at him. Is he magic?
Yeah. There's this faint aura of magic.
Can I roll for school?
Sure.
Got it. Enchantment.
I think it is enchantment. Oh, because that's why. Yeah, enchantment.
I look over Bobby's head. Do I see Nier?
She's behind you.
Oh, I lean towards Nier and I whisper, "Do you have any dispel magic?"
Oh, she's like 50 feet away from you, behind you.
Oh, okay. I say, hold on a second. And I run towards Nier. And I ask, do you have any dispel magics prepared?
No.
I think the Bobby kid is charmed.
She nods along. Makes sense.
It's probably going to be pretty hard to get any information out of him before that charm is removed. If you nap me, I could prepare some dispel magics.
I'll tell you what he's thinking.
What's he thinking?
That under no circumstance is he allowed to let us know that his friend Francis is at Mr. Cameron's place.
Yeah, well, problem solved. I walk up to them. The two
I
people.
think I'm just like reassuring Bobby that like it's all right, like blah 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 blah, yeah. And I look at Usmar, give him like the "Are we done here?" look.
I give Oliver a wink.
Bobby says, Thank you for letting me get this off my chest, and I will see if I can let Francis know somehow that his
You've been
mom is missing.
you've been a great friend, Bobby.
Please don't tell my dad what I told you.
I'll give Bobby like a look and be like, is your I won't tell your father, but is your father okay as well? Does he care for you in all the right ways?
Yes, 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 yes.
He's not like Francis' father. Okay, that's all I wanted to ask. All right, I promise you that I will not tell your father what you told me.
Your secret is safe with me, Bobby. I swear on my Ellen.
He nods and then like slowly steps away and walks back to his dad.
I looked at Oliver and said, being a
His
paladin
dad
is
looks
pretty
over
cool.
to you, like if there's something to do or say. Or...
I give him a thumbs up.
I'll probably do the same thing. I'll just be like, it's all is well. I think your son was very brave, Mr. Bobby, and your son is very brave. Thank you so much for letting us talk to him.
Well, I hope it did help.
Oh,
It will
yeah.
be-
It helped.
It was very insightful, at the very least. We'll see. We'll see if anything comes of it.
Mr. Oliver, I is there? He like takes a few steps away from his son, closer to you, and says, "Do you think that there might be more ghosts?"
Oliver like looks at him. I think that. I don't think so. I don't think so, Mr. Bobby. I think you and your family will be safe. If there are more ghosts, I'm sure. If there are more ghosts over here, we will come and save you. Or if not, I'm sure those two fine people who came in on those phantom seeds earlier will be able to save you if they do. But I'm sure that you'll be fine. From my intelligence gathering, there was no more sign of ghosts around whatsoever.
I closed the gate to the plane. There's no travel from the ethereal plane to your house anymore. It's impossible for ghosts to haunt your abode.
You'll be safe with you'll be safe, Mr. Bobby.
Well, thank you. I guess.
Normally,
No.
I'd charge quite the penny for this, but I presume you probably don't have the money to pay, so I'll let it slide this time.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, sir. I will. We'll be on our way for now.
And
Okay. He gives you like a quick wave and goes back to his chopping block.
Once like we out of we'll walk away out of earshot or whatever. Like I'll sigh and be like, hope that you have more information than I do, Smari. Seems like the child is like I did not want to talk whatsoever.
you know that are we out of earshot for the other guys?
Yeah. Unless you
You know that?
scream.
No, I don't scream. You know that Cameron dude?
Yes, he's seen the merchant or whatever, the man in the manor in the north.
I think he might be the kids.
I know this. Reuben speaks up.
I can hear Sorry.
The kids in this human clan really like this Mister because apparently he respects the kids enough to talk to them like human, like normal people. So the kids in this clan all like him as a friend, you know.
That's a very polite way of saying that he's a pedophile, Ruben. Usually we don't have to mince words like that.
So this Mr. Cameron is where Francis went.
I don't think I quite understand those words, Usmar, but I think what you're implying, and I'm not implying that, no. I learned that the kids are all friendly with him.
Yeah, that's
Literally.
probably true. He's probably trying to, I look to Near. Can you explain this? I think, you know,
Oh, I just like slightly looked into his thoughts, and as I told you, he was very, very adamant about the fact that he, under no circumstances, allowed to let us know that Francis went to Master Cameron.
Well, I don't know if we should think the worst at this point in time.
I put my hand on Oliver's shoulder. I'm not sure if I said this already, but the kid was charmed.
Maybe like a look, like, oh, that is. That changes things. I think we're gonna have to pay this Mr. Cameron a visit.
Brings up the question if the other kids in town are charmed as well, right?
We can go take a look. I have detect magic.
We can go to the inn, and you should be able to. You can do it through walls, right?
Yep.
See if.
Just give me the
Greta
coordinates of the children, and I will.
Yeah. See, we can show you to the children. You can touch your rocks to them.
We do so, DM, just to get away from this conversation.
As you walk through town, Usma shuffles through his pockets while looking at children. I mean, nothing weird is happening here. It's totally normal. We almost got out of that swamp, but we're jumping back in. Yeah, you go along and you scan the children of the town, and half of them are charmed, yeah?
Oh God.
Yep.
You see like
Greta
15,
charms?
20 children, and like 10 of them are charmed, so it's like, you don't see all of them, but
Yeah.
Greta is
We have a
charmed as
decent
well, yes.
sample size. Sorry, who was charmed as well?
Greta.
So I didn't really prepare for any fighting today. I think this is probably gonna lead to fighting.
I don't know if it'll lead to fight, but it'll definitely lead to some sort of confrontation, I believe.
Bro, he literally charmed kids.
No,
Who-
I agree. I'm
Can
saying
you,
that.
what kind of
I'm
person would ever cast enchantment spells on a child?
No, you were right, Ismar. This
He's
is
definitely evil.
I don't disagree. It's just that I don't know if it's best to go in guns blazing and try to figure out why he was trying.
I don't think it's best to go in guns blazing, but I think I should have guns ready to be blazed.
No, I agree. That's why I'm saying. No, I 100%
What is a
agree.
gun?
Don't worry about it. You need to have divine insight for that, Usmar, okay?
I see. So, you gotta,
Yes, I believe that we can wait until.
or maybe we can go now. Well, my spells aren't that bad. I have haste in case it comes to it. A bunch of magic missiles. I have my wands.
Can't Near put through the sleep spell magic on you that you always talk about?
Yeah, but now that I think about it, I wonder what spells I'd even change. Probably forget and sleep, but those are just like whatever. It would be nice to have like one big fireball, but yeah.
I understand. Okay. Still not fully understanding everything here, but this is clearly a powerful. Ruben's dragging the party even further away from town now. This is clearly a powerful man and a wizard that has many magic items that have very powerful magic items that they even block Nier's aura. Has many soldiers, has many magic items to put on those soldiers, and also has. Did you see those two that were on that shadow horses? Those were not just your normal humans. I feel like those two were like us. Maybe not fully like us, but you don't get what I mean.
I understand what you mean, but
So we we are going to charge into a castle and
Yeah,
try
I
to
think I agree. That's dumb. I should prepare better.
I
We
do
could
not
even
believe we would.
we could even spend the day scrying.
The only counterpoint to that is that Bobby is going to go talk to talk to Mr. Cameron soon, and then he'll be aware that we're aware. The question is, do we want to go in before he knows that we know what's up, or after he knows? So the time is on our side in this case.
Yeah, maybe that's a
Or
good point.
should we arrange that Bobby accidentally walks through a portal on his way to Mr. Cameron?
No.
Wait, when is Bobby going to meet Mr. Cameron?
Remember we talked to him and he said he's gonna
Oh,
talk to the
right.
person who knows where, because he knows where Francis is, so he's gonna know. So then he'll probably, since he's charmed, he's gonna probably tell Mr. Cameron everything that he knows that we know pretty much that what's going on. And I'm sure Mr. Cameron is smart if they would have put two and two together. At the very least, not immediately, then pretty quickly. So that is the counterpoint to going in immediately, or at least going today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm kind of down to go immediately.
I do apologize for, and I do know that it's risky, Ruben, but I don't know which is riskier. We live in time to prepare that we know, or going immediately. But I do understand that it is a dangerous situation, but the man is quite literally charming children to his will. I mean, and ruining this, probably ruining this town in the meantime. At the very least, they're doing something with the children. I don't even know what, but I can't imagine you'd charm children for any what sort of monster would do that and just do it willingly, or do it this ubiquitously, this like, to this extent.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
Vengeance ought to be wrought on this wrongdoing.
I understand. He's putting magic on children. Okay, okay.
But you understand about it being riskier to wait than to go now, or potentially riskier to wait.
I think it makes sense. How long is it even? If we go towards there now, will it be like nighttime when we make it there?
I mean, they rode pretty quickly here because like they got word to the keep pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
but
Imagine it's not too far outside of town.
I mean, it
Oh,
is approaching nighttime since you
Oh.
made it
Also,
till
wait, one
evening.
thing. Does this ring any bells? Apparently, this mister. Remember when he came? It was dinner time, yes? It was already black outside.
Yes, I believe so. If I recall
The,
correctly, he did say the
the,
night
the-
owl.
yes, exactly. And what the Greta also told me is he never comes out during the day. Does this not sound a bit weird?
I mean, I I think the weirder thing is the fact that he hangs around on these charming children, this village's children. But
Well, Uzmar could do that.
can I roll a in check to know of a thing that only lives in nights and casts charm spells?
Sure. No idea.
What?
I do not know if it is just a coincidence or not, but he might just be a night owl or just be a night mage.
Exactly. So I don't think if he's a night mage, I don't think we should attack during the night.
No, I agree. It's just that by the time we wait till tomorrow, we're going to what's it called? He's going to know that we are coming to him.
You think Bobby, the little kid, it's currently dinner time, is going to tell him somehow going to go in the night?
Eventually, we want to stalk Bobby and stop him from talking to Mr. Cameron. But
I feel like that would be
if
easier.
Ruben, if
Wait.
you were a charmed child,
Wait.
and remember you have to keep in mind these charm. Oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Just to be clear, Bobby doesn't know that we know that he's.
No. But if Bobby tells Mr. Cameron's gonna know we're looking into it. And he knows that we are powerful. We are capable individuals. I think that at most we have a day. So I think if we were to do it, we'd do it tomorrow morning. If we were to do it at all, or yeah, if we were to do it later, if not now.
That's right.
I just think attacking a night wizard during the night seems like a bad idea.
No, I agree.
We
It's
have
just
that. We have that ring that we can prepare ultra visions on. Right? We can just have ultra vision on everyone.
that is true. Well, I think only I need it since you have. Oh, you don't have your robes. I see.
Yeah.
But Nier and Urban should be able to see during the night,
I
right?
could swap my robes. Actually, I probably want to keep this against the wizard. Yeah, we can
Either-
have.
Yeah, either way, I think it's either. I think we have to go immediately now or wait until tomorrow morning. You guys can memorize your spells and we go then.
I'm indifferent.
I think we should go now before he knows.
I think we should not go during the night to attack a night wizard. I understand your urgency, Oliver, but it's also a night wizard for night. Seems like attacking a dragon in that
Whenever.
in sand.
I look at Nier.
Behind you, yeah, Nia. Like at this point, she's been in fought for your discussion, and she speaks up and says, "There's also a non-zero chance that the night wizard isn't a wizard at all."
Who else can cast spells then? Might have a court wizard or something like that, but maybe he's not himself as a wizard, but
There are some creatures rumored, written about in books. Elusive creatures living locked away, ancient, powerful, afraid of the sun.
Okay.
so you think this is one of them? Mr. Cameron is one of them? He seems too human for that though. For a monster.
That's the trick with them. They seem all too human, up to the point where they eat you alive, drink your blood.
You think that's what he's you think Mr. Cameron is one of these creatures? Or could be one of these creatures, I guess.
A strong enchantment that's strong enough to withstand other wizard spells. Whatever spell was put on these children, it's not your run-of-the-mill charming effect.
Well, what do
Well,
you think?
I think that's all the more reason for me to go immediately if it's a monster that eats these children alive.
Didn't Nier say something about daytime being important?
I agree, I understand that. We were talking about a child to life here.
Yeah.
Oliver, it's already been 4 days.
True.
I don't think that they eat them. They will slowly drain the life from them and turn them into something else, maybe, or maybe not.
So, Oliver's like thinks to himself, we are
Could be too late
wanting to-
already.
It could be too late already. It could also be too late tomorrow if we wait.
Yeah, but what are the odds of that? Seems unlikely.
I think we go immediately.
It's only two outcomes, so 50-50.
Yes, I believe that is how probability works.
Either way, it is not nighttime yet. Mr. Cameron is still probably waking up if he is waking up, I think, quotes. If we can get there, we might be able to do it before he drinks Bobby's blood. I don't know if he does it in the morning, during dinner time, whatever, but this could be, I don't know how long it takes, but it could be the last day between him and his death.
Oliver, you act like you care so much, but you don't even remember Francis's name. It's not Bobby whose blood is being drunk.
Uh,
Oliver,
So-
I'm sorry, but and he like looks at you very straight up. I value my life and all of your lives more than I value a human child's life.
Based.
Reuben in the near aura is just very straightforward and just says that right to your face.
so you value my life then, Ruben?
Indeed.
Well then.
No, don't do some dumbass ultimatum. Please don't do it. Please.
And I look back to Nier. What is this
Between
creature?
the four of
Yeah.
us, I don't think we have the appropriate equipment to deal with a vampire at the moment.
A vampire?
Is that the name of this creature?
What they are called, yes. If my idea is correct, if I'm
Don't you have that
putting,
book that tells you everything?
doesn't tell me everything, it tells me a lot of things about creatures that shouldn't be.
Well, is vampire in that book?
They are undead.
What?
And even you, near the wanting to kill all undead, saying we probably shouldn't fight this undead right now?
Killing undead and fighting undead are two different things. And they don't always
Ooh.
align.
What do you mean by that?
Not every undead can be killed just by fighting it.
Well, how do you kill it then?
You need to bring it life. You need to. Never mind.
I'm not quite certain. There's just rumors.
Well, read that damn book of yours.
Might be different strains of these creatures.
So we don't know how to kill it, but you know that it can be killed. Oliver is like looking very so.
I assume everything can be killed in some way.
Very important, DM. What time is it? I look up. How much sunlight is there?
The sun is it's like dusk area of time, so the sun is probably going to be gone 30 minutes, an hour.
We're definitely not going today then.
And you don't want to fight this thing there, right? Immediately, right now at least.
You saw the two things, right?
The gnome and the woman, yes.
Barging into a house that's supposedly haunted by a ghost.
I don't value there. I do not think they would be much of an issue. It's more the amount of guards that are there. If it's more the issue of is that if they are charmed as well, that is where the issue all comes up.
Oh,
They're there.
you can. If Mr. Cameron is indeed a vampire, they are definitely charmed. All of them. Every single man and woman in his employment will defend him to the last drop of their blood.
Damn.
I think that we need to go tomorrow then, unfortunately. If we cannot just barge in if he's at full power and fighting for our lives when we are fighting to not kill them and they're fighting to kill us. I think they try to either sneak in, come in under cover, parlay, or something like that, and just like asking around while doing the day, and then maybe so they can pass save them. That would be the better way to do it. Either way, I don't know.
But yeah, just so I am correct, even if we do have all of as ready as we can be right now, and it is day, we're probably not going to be able to kill this vampire creature. Correct?
We might. Oh, sorry.
We might be able to defeat the vampire creature, but that does not kill it.
And that is just it. He also has an entire company of, or entire fortress of soldiers, all armored.
That is something we do not know.
Well, okay.
Maybe
We know
he
that he has
has
at least, like, a
4
dozen
guards.
guards, probably.
Maybe he has 40 guards.
I have just Oliver. Before we let's go talk. Before I talk, if we have magic that is currently being locked onto us, it turns to Uzma. Is there any way we can block this? Or make sure we are not being watched by magic like you can do?
I mean, he's seen us, so no. If he has the ability to spray on us, he can. But I should notice. What is my percent chance to notice being sprayed on? Isn't it like really high?
It's like 20% or something like that.
No.
It's like compounding int,
Oh yeah,
compounding
it's like
level
yeah, I
or
remember
something.
that,
Yeah.
I think it's in the crystal wall description.
Yeah.
For each point of intelligence above 12, the creature has an additional arithmetically ascending cumulative chance being at 1%. So 1, 4, 10,
21, 18.
10, 25,
Ability user
40.
8.
Oh, you have a really high chance, yeah.
And then
And
what
you have
is
8%
it?
for being a spell user base.
And then what is the level bonus?
I don't think there's a level bonus. I think it's just int.
Yeah,
Oh, no, 1% per level of experience rate dice, yeah. Okay.
I'm level 11, right?
Yeah, so you actually have a really good shot of it.
I have a 40% chance.
No, you have much better than 40, don't you?
Oh yeah, wait, you get the cumulative thing for every int thing?
Yeah, so it's 1
Oh.
plus 3, 1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 10 plus 15. It's 21 plus 8 plus 11. I think you have a 74% chance.
No, it says 21% on 18 int.
Yeah, so I added 1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 10.
No, that's
Oh,
yeah,
but
that's
it
the
already has added.
that's 1, 3,
Oh,
6,
it's not
10,
additive? Is it
15,
just like
21.
Oh, it's
28.
not add all together.
21
Oh,
is the
that's
thing,
already
right?
added together.
Oh, so okay, it's 21 plus 8 plus 11.
I have 40% chance. And that's for one spray.
Yeah, I see. I got you. I misunderstood that thing then.
Yeah,
Well-
so far you have not noticed anybody scrying on you.
Oh, yeah, anyways, yeah. Reuven, you wanted to take Oliver aside?
Just okay. So we can confirm we are not going to do anything tonight.
Yep.
So we have one night of
Well,
rest, at least.
I think we're going tomorrow morning, but yes, at least one night.
Okay. In this calm near Aura, Reuven's like analyzing. Usman, you have magic. Even I want to make sure we are not being looked upon. You have magic that you can at least get to make sure we are not being not even if we are not being seen, but you remember that you talked about. I remember you talked about magic that we can communicate to each other with our minds.
Yeah.
and Nier has magic that can put you to sleep for an hour and let you learn that magic.
Yeah, but I don't like where this is going. But sure.
Okay, I have an idea, Oliver,
Mhm.
but I'd really appreciate to make sure we are not being watched. Would you wait the hour for Uzmar to get new magic?
If I do that, then I don't think I can learn spells after like a normal. I can't have like a normal night's rest soon.
I think we just have to wait
Is that
tomorrow morning.
true?
Then.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yes, that is true.
and you don't have. Okay. So I'll just hopefully we aren't being watched. And Reuven drags everyone like far away into the forest.
I mean, if you want, we could just like write on paper. Because you can't like angle the scry super well, and then we can just kind of
I
hover
don't think
over it.
Ruben can read common. I don't think we all have the language we can all speak and write in.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I'm switching my mics. One moment.
Okay, I'm back on this mic. But does Nier know how to write Elven?
Yes.
Okay, and Nier knows how to write human?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
We're having a telephone with Ruben in the middle.
Yes.
With
Yes.
Alvin in common.
Yes, exactly. That's what we do.
Okay.
Reuven is ultra determined right now, just to make sure we won't be watched. And will just take the unimaginable effort to have near telephone paper the information Reuven wants to decipher the rest. So DM, Reuven's gonna take how many minutes or hour plus we need to go away from the town and do this by paper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The plan the Reuven thought of is our goal is not to fight or kill this vampire, right? Our goal is to save the kids.
No.
So instead of fighting the vampire, we could do a daytime heist and get the kids back.
He's just
Well,
gonna fucking take more kids then.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is the problem is if we can't take all the kids away from town.
And then he would just move towns.
I did think about that, but then I'm like, wait, yeah, he literally can just like we have to probably kill him somehow, or at least disable him enough that he has to leave town. I did like the idea though. It's just that it kind of sucks.
And
I
also,
think the daytime is a good point to go out there in though.
and also the never mind.
Reuven's really trying to think how we can not have a full-on battle.
I think that going during the day is the best option still, and then try to like maybe go during the cover of like, oh hey, we're just coming to check out Mr. Cameron. I know he's a night owl, but it's alright if we stick around for
I
a little
think
while.
we should assume that he knows.
I don't know for sure, but I'm saying just say that's the guards or whatever and see if we can get inside it normally. I'm assuming like a walled keep or something, and then we might be able to like fan our way in without having to fight our way in.
Oh, Nier, do clerics have some spells to create like daylight or something? Is that a thing?
None that I'm aware of.
Well, damn, Reuven has no other ideas or plans.
But what was the thing you said about killing it permanently? Needs like something?
Mm-hmm.
How's that work?
There's some rumors about how to solve a vampire problem. The most convenient one is getting them into sunlight for long enough.
So what happens if you kill a vampire, but you don't like actually kill it, but you just kind of kill it?
They rematerialize where they are buried.
What if you destroy the place they're buried?
You hope that the vampire is really stupid and only has one place.
But wait a moment, isn't now? So you're saying even if we do kill him, he'll still come and get the kids back still?
As I said,
So
defeating the vampire is one thing. Getting rid of the vampire, it's a different thing.
So both stealing the kids away and killing the vampire, both are the same conclusion still.
I think that the stealing the kids away is like not worth it. It's just we have to steal literally all the kids away from town and move them someplace else.
Okay, but what changes if we do kill the vampire?
I'm guessing the charm would break.
No,
Like you-
nothing changes if we just kill it. Like,
No, I mean
temporarily.
actually kill. I mean like I'm
yeah,
assuming when
if
Ruben
we
says kill, I mean actually
kill
kill it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then
Okay, but I mean if we just defeat it,
that's
think
not
we
the
just-
plan.
The plan is we have to kill it. Yeah.
how
You
do we
just
kill it
defeat
if we
it,
don't
nothing
even?
change.
Hmm?
If we just defeat the vampire, nothing will change. It most likely will make the situation worse.
Yep, and seeing that we're probably unable to permanently kill it, I think we should just leave the whole thing.
You said sunlight could kill it near.
Oh,
If
she
we
said
That might.
manage to find the buried body of the vampire and disable it in some way and drag him into the sun, that could work.
Yeah, well, that's one plan at least.
Oh yeah, what if it first picks a place to rest and then you destroy the place that it does it like move to another place to recover?
I would assume that any smart enough vampire has multiple resting sites that he could rematerialize it.
But can you like restart the process? Like if it starts to rematerialize in one place and then you destroy that place?
How would you find them?
I don't know. I mean, isn't your suggestion you would need to find it as well because you need to drag it into the sun?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we agree. We can't do this. There's literally nothing we can do.
But
You
the
have to
assumption
first-
is that he exists somewhere in his mansion during the nighttime.
but then even if we pull that person into the sun, he'll still live.
No,
I don't
I
get it.
don't think so. If we get him in the sun, he will evaporate and burn away.
Well,
Oh,
won't he
yes.
just rematerialize?
I think that.
From what
think
I
the-
know, I don't think so.
So what if he's in the sun but he doesn't die to the sun but he dies to something else?
Or if he's
Would
in
be-
the sun, he will die to the sun. I assume.
So what if we kill it and then never mind. But
I
it's
have
never gonna
never-
come into sunlight.
I have never killed a vampire. I'm not quite sure what happens. Maybe they just poof into dust. Maybe they sink into the ground. Maybe they disperse into millions of bugs and crawl away. I don't know. Maybe they get sucked into the negative material plane and negative energy plane and rematerialize from there. That's many options.
But you're saying if we kill it, if we defeat the vampire by using sunlight, we will permanently kill it?
That's one of the theories.
So all we have to do is just drag it into the sun.
Basically.
Oh my god, we can do the thing.
The thing.
What if we just reduce a bunch of rocks, fly over super high above its fortress, and then drop the rocks as they enlarge, and then boom, destroy his ceiling. Bam, sunlight.
I
He's
don't think we're planning on
probably
killing everyone inside though.
Yeah, fuck it.
We don't want to kill everyone inside though.
Oh right.
Oh, wait, Oliver, you plan to fight this vampire without fighting the creatures that are it's controlling?
No, we just incapacitate them. I'm not
Yeah.
saying we don't fight them.
We
We
will
just don't
not
kill
be
them.
able to fight that fight ever. Both trying to incapacitate fighting soldiers while fighting a magical undead creature. That is
We are
impossible.
waiting until tomorrow anyway. I will see. I do not wish. If it has to be done, it has to be done.
Dude, I didn't know they had gnome dust out here. How did you get so high?
Okay.
Either way, we're gonna have to. I will see what needs to be done. I do understand this creature needs to probably be slain, and some fighting is gonna have to be involved. I just do think we should keep the casualties to a minimum possible.
Sure, but you do understand if you go there and there starts fire, I'm probably gonna cast fireball.
Don't you have like sleep spells and like?
Sleep doesn't work on undeads.
Not all of them are undead. You said some of them are probably just charmed guards.
Sleep doesn't work on people charmed by undeads.
Oliver, I'm telling you right now.
I'm
it's
not saying that
necessary
we.
for
I'm not.
you to
I
die.
understand, Ruben. I'm just saying that we can keep the casualties to a minimum. That'd be preferable. Although the people that are just charmed.
I do hope you understand that casualties will happen.
I know. That's why I'm saying keep them to a minimum.
Yes, but I just, want you to be emotionally prepared for the death and destruction of innocent lives. Collateral, as they say.
Either way, we're waiting until tomorrow. Unless we're going tonight.
Yep.
We can do it first rise in the morning.
Yeah, but didn't we agree that we don't have any way of permanently killing this thing?
We just drag it under the sun, isn't that what we just said?
How does that happen?
You cripple it, drag it under the sun.
I mean,
It'll
assuming
go
it's
up in flames or whatever.
assuming it's able to cast spells, I don't know how cripple it.
Can't you just grapple it or something and then drag it out? Like if you can't cast spells when you're like when someone's touching you or
There are
something, right?
spells that have purely verbal components, like Dimension Door, that would allow it to teleport out to your grasp.
If that happens, I don't. How else are we going to kill it?
Well, that is my point. I don't think we can.
We can't just leave it to just deal what it wants to all the children in the town.
I shrug. Well, seems like immovable object means unstoppable force, or what is the saying?
We might need to come up with a feasible plan. I think we are lacking the information. If we go in there, blow everything up, murder all his minions, who says that the vampire doesn't go on a rampage and destroy the entire town and go somewhere else?
Yeah, now it's just a couple of kids being sacrificed every now and again. This is, not that bad of a situation even.
And to be precise, I'm just, we are assuming it's a vampire. We could also be wrong, and it's just a run-of-the-mill 7th level pedophile wizard.
I think that's unlikely, considering the reluctance to operate during the daytime.
I don't understand the mind of pedophiles that well.
I do. I'm very empathetic.
Either way, what are you getting at here? Do you think that we can't do this? We just need a better plan.
I have spent the last 3 years dealing with various plagues on this land, and the reason why I'm still alive is because I'm quite good at coming up with plans that make sure I survive. And I don't have one. We don't know how many minions he has, we don't know what their fighting abilities are, we don't know what Mr. Cameron's abilities are. We know that a few children go missing every year, according to his words. And if our theory is correct, then he would be the #1 authority on knowing this. Other than that, I have never dealt with one of these creatures. I just slightly knowledgeable on things relating to undead.
So we just leave it be? An undead that is actively hunting the children of the city, this village?
Seems good to me.
Maybe for now, maybe we find more information, maybe we come up with a good plan, maybe then we have a chance, maybe we understand what we are dealing with before we run in and blow things up with no certain outcome.
I understand that, it's just that we know there's a child in there. That we know for certain. Whether they're dead or alive or a monstrosity.
We don't know if it's still a child, we don't know if it's alive, for all we know it could be another puppet.
We are waiting until tomorrow anyway. I think we both know what we're doing, and when me and you, at least I assume what you're doing. I know what I'm going to be doing. I think the conversation isn't going to be fruitful anymore. We are waiting until tomorrow at the very least.
Okay.
Alright. We go find a nice place outside of town and
I assume Oliver wants to watch us tonight.
Yeah, we can get watches.
I think during Oliver's gonna pray that night and just be like, I don't think I gotta phrase it, but this one I'll go first. They have anything they want to do.
who's on watch order? Any specific?
I think it's Ruben first watch, and then Oliver's second.
Yeah.
Just for fun, Ruven, give me a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Yeah, you certain you see nothing.
Great.
Yeah, I think Oliver's prayers that night are just gonna be general and I'm gonna phrase it vaguely because I can't do anything specific in mind. It's just gonna be what should be like. We know that there is an evil creature, an evil undead creature in this town that is destroying this town. What should I do not know if it's wise to rush in and defeat it now or let it rot more destruction in the interim. So I ask you for your advice in the situation. Something along those lines.
Give me a wisdom check.
Yeah. Nat 1.
You feel left alone.
I see. I mean, she already gave me some advice before, which is my purpose. My purpose is here. So yeah, okay. I think during his walk, Oliver was just thinking about thinking of what to do next, how he's gonna rush and attack and kill his vampire. Probably not paying. He's probably like, he's not paying super close attention to watch this night, I think.
You're also quite certain that you see nothing.
Well, that's good to hear.
Sun rises. Slightly more sunny than yesterday.
Nice.
Still overcast, but less clouds, and from time to time the sun actually shines down onto the ground.
But it doesn't always.
Just many clouds.
I think during this morning, like during our breakfast, Oliver just like sitting to himself, and it's like I don't think my mind has changed. I think that we should still attack it tonight or this morning.
What?
I asked
Reuven.
before. Oh, sorry.
I'm just Reuven. As you mentioned, it's sunnier than yesterday, but still many clouds. You think back in the last few days, there never was much sun. This is like the sunniest day since you came here.
Reuven brings this up to the table, semi even to just bring away from the conversation that Oliver just started, and reveals and like talks about this and says, "I believe this might very well be because this part of the human kingdom is clouded, always." And it's precisely why he would be here. Makes sense, no? Which means even if we are planning to attack and by some miracle get him outside into sunlight, we'd also have to some way make sure that the sun is uncovered, which, as you look outside, is quite rare. Meaning this improbable plan has just gotten an extra step more improbable.
Didn't you just say the sun is clear today?
It's as clear as it can be the whole year, I believe. And I depending on the requirement for amount of sunlight, but if it requires contact with actual pure sunlight, then most, I feel like, of this whole area of woods would not count.
Have you come up with a plan, Mr. Oliver?
I don't know. I'm not really thinking much of a plan. I just know what I'm supposed to do. I'm fairly certain what I'm supposed to do.
And what would that be? Throw your life away?
Save Francis. Or what's left of them.
What will you do when we accomplish what you wish to and you find out that Francis has been turned? You have it in you to end him?
Unfortunately, yes, I feel like. Give his family some closure at the very least, if that's the case. His mother, at least. It's not the first time I've come with a tough decision. It won't be the last, but I. How how likely is it that he's already dead or transformed near? If it's too late, I can maybe think about.
We are in pure speculation land, but if what Mr. Cameron said is true and only a few children go missing every year, I assume that he keeps them alive and feastable for quite a while.
Gives like a. That's like the worst answer he could have given me. So. So that means he's probably alive then. He just went missing recently.
But it also means we probably have a few months.
The chance of
Reuben. Sorry.
Francis being alive will be probably about the same until the next kid goes missing. We just don't know when this will be.
We just leave Francis to his fate, and hope that he doesn't die by the time we come back with the plan.
That's what I would do. I think that has the highest chance of us surviving and not escalating the situation into a much worse situation than it already is.
I think Oliver has like no idea what to think at the moment. He's just kind of like, man, like, everyone's against him right now, and it's just like, what's it called? He feels very isolated at the moment. He doesn't know what to do. He's just sitting there quietly, not saying anything.
Isolated from his god, isolated from his party members.
Yep. They'll like look around and be like, "You all agree?"
Yeah.
Reuven gives a sad, slow nod, almost pained, even through the near aura.
I think for all it's worth, I have at least found a new goal for myself. Despite us not really getting much done with the lighthouse. And I will be working on a plan. Just think we do not stand much of a fighting chance, or probably we could win a fight, but the question is, how much will it cost us? What will it accomplish? And unfortunately, my calculation at the moment is that it will accomplish nothing. Will maybe save Francis. And
It would
maybe
doom the town, probably.
the vampire is, if it is a vampire, is living in a equilibrium with his food, I guess. We have one chance of getting rid of the problem. If we fail, it will just shift to somewhere else. Cost many lives on the way.
Trying to think. Oh god.
Having one person isn't worth killing 1,000. It is not complicated.
What if we do kill it? That is the question. What if we do beat the
Nope.
odds and somehow kill it?
That's
Did you
not
want to do
even...
something dangerous, Usmar? Is that the way you came out here? You wanted to do something dangerous and risky?
Nope. I want to do something smart, and this sounds dumb.
Oliver, you must understand, right? The odds are so heavily stacked against us.
No, you're misrepresenting the situation. It's not that the odds are stacked against us. It is easy as fuck. We can just go in and wipe the whole fucking thing. It's not an odds thing. It's a possibility thing. We do not have an option of destroying it. The only options we have are defeating it in combat and losing to it in combat. In that sense, our odds are great. I don't think we would ever lose to this fucking thing, but we don't have the possibility that you want us to have.
I look to the party. How long? How many children get abducted a year roughly? How many was it?
Few. Maybe a few adults as well.
How many months should we give it then? If one more, I will wait until the next one roughly gets captured. Before then. So what? 2 months?
I think you place too much value on saving people.
I don't think
I
it
think
plays
you should-
enough.
I think you should place more value on not killing people. A person that saves a person
2 months is what I'll give. I will wait 2 months. Near can formulate a plan. How do I give you enough time Near to get some idea of a plan?
Can you... She looks at Osma. You get in touch with Kaliran? Might be. Put on that endeavor.
Is this before or after I prepared spells?
It's in the morning, probably while you're preparing spells, or after.
Probably after. I probably can't speak too much while preparing. Yeah, eventually. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. You know what that book was that we took to that one place that one time? Do you think it would have anything that would help us here?
I don't think so.
Or
If anything, it's probably going to make the situation worse.
do you know much about that book? What's the story behind that anyway?
A long time ago, book was created by one of the deities.
Do you know which one?
She gives you a faint smile and says, it holds the understanding to make things last forever.
Damn.
It is the antithesis to what I stand for. And it is the antithesis to what we all should stand for.
Make things less for. Oh. Oh, do you think that that might actually be a bad place to store it then? Or I think the place where we stored it, we found like a shield of a thing who had which had some emblem of it, which might be the deity who's responsible for the book. Maybe that's good. I don't know.
Most likely was the same deity, yes. But I think the site we hid it at is at all related.
I don't know. Maybe the person that was buried there was like a important figure of that. And it's fun.
As if anything, any vampire would like to own this book. So, as I said, it's most likely just going to make the situation worse.
Yeah, I just think, know your enemy or something. I won't say we give the vampire the book.
She pats her back and says, all the knowledge that can help us is in here. I will try to learn as much as I can. See if the memories from the past hold any valuable information. She gives you a side glance, Oliver.
Would you like to join me at my laboratory? It's a nice secluded place to study.
I guess that's as good as any place.
It's a small effort to get there, but we should manage.
Is that where you two are going?
I don't mind. I mean, if we have a couple months. Wait, what level is my laboratory right now? Is it? Can I research 4th level spells or only 3rd level spells?
Isn't your custom spell a 4th level spell? So I imagine at least 4th level.
But I don't remember if those were like
Not
transmutation.
sure. I think all your spells are researched as transmutation spells by now.
Yeah.
Is this like the Forest Town time event to research how to kill a vampire?
What about the kill vampire spell?
What about the what about the sunlight spell? I just put a beam of sunlight at him and kill him.
Reuven turns to you, Oliver, and says, "Give me some time. Maybe I can get a better prediction on the time scale that you brought. And well, unless stopped, we're just gonna go walk back to town."
Yeah, I'll let you be.
And DM Reuven's gonna walk to Greta's to Princess and see if Greta's there.
She's not in the stable. Or shack, or whatever you want to call it.
Ruin will wait by Princess for a moment there, for like a good 30 minutes.
Yeah, actually, you must have arrived like shortly before she goes out there, because 3 minutes later, Greta comes around and sees you and says, "Oh, hello! Didn't expect to see you again.
Hello.
What brings you here?"
I. He pats Princess on the side. I came to say goodbye to Princess and to you.
Oh,
I think we'll be leaving now. There's a flash of sadness and a weird amount of sad related emotions in his eyes, which he tries to hide as he blinks. I
okay.
wanted to also a random question for you. You talked about, or I think I heard about some mention of a festival you do in this clan every year. About what's that about, and when is that usually?
Oh, it's in the uh, winter solstice.
Was that already has is that coming up? Or is it
Yeah, you're heading towards the. It's going to be in 2.5 months.
okay? And this is a slightly weird question. There is, uh, besides um, the boy that me and my friends looked into the disappearance of, have there been other disappearances as well? Do you remember any besides him and his mother?
Uh, I mean, occasionally people get lost. Yes, it
Do
happens.
you happen to remember the last time it happened? How, or last time you remember one?
Uh, Not quite sure. No, I think maybe last year somebody went missing.
Okay. Thank you. And uh, he will give Princess another good berry, and with a forlong gaze leave Greta, tell goodbye to her and leave.
She waves, slightly irritated.
Weird elves.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, we'll come back to Oliver, if Oliver is still waiting,
Mm-hmm.
and say, I think we probably have around 2.5 months. Good guess.
Yes, we're gonna reconvene in about 2 months then. Then have 2 weeks to make our plan active.
He pats you on the arm.
Maybe we can be faster. I will try my best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That sounds good.
pretty sure my laboratory was upgraded to at least 4th level spells. I think I first bought it for 3, but I feel like I upgraded it once. The 6,000 GP looks really familiar.
I don't think I have anything written down.
Really?
No, I have, but it doesn't really matter too much to me. So if it's further forth.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We would have to check in Hot Tub Madness to see what we came up with.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't remember when I left that.
No,
Yeah.
you what level is your hot tub?
Level 4.
So you need to be able to research 4th level spells.
Okay.
They're just treated for time questions as 3rd level spells.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like I made a second order with radar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Is it splitting time? What's...
I'm not sure. I guess it seems like it. If they're going to research on their own.
I mean, you can come with them.
That is true, but I literally can't do anything there.
I guess Ruben will ask now as well. Are you planning to leave right now?
I'm ready right now.
I mean, if Usmar is split enough to that, I'll condition in the meantime at least. Like I got a few things I can do.
Should I trade a gateway somewhere?
And gateway pretty risky. Doesn't that have like a chance of fucking up?
Did you? Okay.
There's a tiny chance that you might get a bit older.
Yeah, I have 100% secure chance, so we'll go with my way.
I like how they're just talking over while we're trying to ask questions.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Ruben, what did you say?
Yeah. If we're planning to leave and we're going to gather up in 2 months, is that the idea?
Maybe
Something like
sooner,
that.
maybe sooner, but around that time.
Okay. So we can discuss what we need to all prepare before that. One idea I had, if we are going to all in on this and it's going to be very dangerous, if we have any other items or magic artifacts that we have that we can't use immediately, I might be able to trade them within my home, or I could find someone within my home to other magic items that could be immediately useful for us, even if they, aren't if they aren't as valuable as they are. But if we're going to risk our lives, it might be worth it to exchange for items that are not as worth, but are immediately useful to us. So, are there any items that we can give? Are there any items that we really need?
Can you even visit your homeland without like time going weird? Because last time you aged quite
That
a bit.
was a different thing.
Yeah.
That was I. Don't worry, I can go there and be back easily within a month.
I
Okay,
shrug.
that sounds good to me at least.
I mean, I technically have 2 pairs of robes, but I'm really.
Oh, speaking of magic items, at least I'm gonna give my Scarab of Protection and Scroll of Protection from Electricity back to Usmar,
Sure.
just so I'm back at since we're like in danger mode. I can give that to you, and I don't know since I'm back to normal items capacity. Those yeah, I'll hand those back to you, and you can do with them whatever you want. I mean, that sounds good to me. That's what you want to do.
It's just an idea I had to increase our chances.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think in general it's not a bad idea to see if we can get like, especially if you plan on staying there a little while, maybe try to move around the villages. You're not actually already have villages.
I would know. I know where to go to get
There we
things
go.
that certainly are not available in the human lands.
I get you. You're gonna do some trading. I understand.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I can give you one of my robes, but I'll
Again, I
cast.
don't know what we have or how much we have or what are the most valuable things we have. It's just, do we have things that aren't immediately useful that we could need to make immediately useful? Because I'm assuming even if we have 2 months to prepare, this fight is going to be we either win or we die.
I think a good way to do this out of character is we just discuss what items we're okay with giving away with now.
Yeah.
We kind of like do that after the session and just discuss like, oh, items are handed Riven after the session. That's all right. So we don't have to spend like 30 minutes discussing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can talk about okay. So we have that discussion, however long that takes, and give Ruben just load Ruben up with items, probably, or maybe no items. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I have some things I can do in the meantime to just keep myself busy because I don't want to sit around in a laboratory for 2 months. No offense, Ruben and Usmar and Nier. Ruben has things that he can do. I can maybe go ask around as well, maybe find if anyone else is interested in helping us with the vampire problem. We can find them. I mean, Usmar, you probably have better luck with that than I will, but I can still ask around and see what some of our confidence know.
Maybe Hancock would want to join.
I give Usmar like a look like, uh, oh, I don't think that man has an adventuring bone in his body.
That's right.
We do. I guess you do bring up good point, though, Usmar. We have allies, friends, but
No, I think if we take any allies, they'll just fucking die.
We can see if Kaliran is good, and the other one, I forgot his name. Do you want to look at my notes again because all remembers what I don't? The third one, the third
we,
official
didn't,
note.
we only met them once. We never.
We
We
should
never,
we have
be
this one.
we should be a bit wary inviting
Aurelian.
more people into our mission.
Aurelian. Yeah, there we go.
If we were to invite Calibran and this new friend of yours, we'd only make up 50% of the assaulting squad, which might negatively impact which portions of the loot we can keep.
I don't think they generally care about the loot. If I look at near, they just care about killing the undead.
She shrugs.
I don't think Nier can speak for your other friend. Also, yeah.
I feel like she probably could. They seem to have a similar mindset in that regard.
That's interesting. It seems that you don't share that mindset, though.
No, because I don't follow their deity. Also,
Wait, is this
my
other person?
goal. Also, no, they're all void priests or whatever.
Oh.
They all follow the same deity. That's the one that I was suggesting.
Well,
Either way, I think we can talk about the loot. I say I roll my eyes a little bit later. After that's a much later discussion. I feel like we should worry about killing this vampire first and foremost. And then any spoils of war might come up later.
I agree. I think it does not matter what we get because if we fail, we will be dead. So
Yes.
Let us keep in touch then, Usmar. Make sure to constantly keep us informed.
yep.
Proven sighs, even within the near aura, an emotional sigh. Okay.
Man, your family is gonna be like, man, you come home so frequently. Or smart.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Well,
I think we have our last little bit of breakfast. Or else
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
what? I didn't hear anything.
There was a classic Usmar. Oh my god!
Yeah, and then something, and I didn't understand the something.
Right. I have an 84% chance of noticing being scryed on.
Okay.
Oh.
Because the hit dice or experience thing is also cumulative. I just counted
Oh.
that
Okay.
last level.
More you know.
Coolio.
And plus plus 7, 91% with my necklace on.
Nice. Just you'll notice anyone trying to scry you at all times.
Yes.
Great. Well then. What are the plans?
I'll scry on my thing, on my platform, make sure that I'm able to go there. Then I'll tell Nier to strip of her extra dimensional stuff and hop in a purple hole. After I know that it's safe.
You might just be able to teleport with Nier, just normally.
Nope, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Okay,
Because
okay.
I think there's a 1% chance that I drop down 10 feet.
Okay.
So I need to cast Featherfall on myself, teleport, and then if I drop under, I'll clutch a rock and polymorph.
I see, I see.
Alrighty.
And then I fly up above and I pull Nier out of the thing. I cast Flight on a rock, I give the rock to Nier, and then I cast Invis on her. And then go.
Yeah, you can get to your laboratory. It's the smallest of your issues.
Yes.
So you
Watch
head
us,
to
you'll
the
be there.
lab to research and learn things. Reuven is heading to Elven Lands to who knows what. Elven things. And maybe trade magic items. Which
How
leaves
much time?
Oliver to be annoyed for 2 months.
Brew just annoyed for 2 months and no one to take out on.
Yeah, what's your plan?
I think Oliver's literally just gonna go around and just do some busy work shit that he has, like other shit that he needs to get done in the meantime, since he can't. And like, first, see if he can do research into some maybe do some. He probably is not gonna research into vampires, but just ask other people that he knows that are smarter if they know anything about vampires, like the dragons they know and that sort of shit. Maybe Spila might know some shit about vampires. We can meet up with Spila, that sort of stuff. And then also just probably go to Terega, get that fucking monastery start up and running if he has the money for that. Some other shit maybe. I'll let you. I'll think of some other stuff in the meantime.
Alrighty.
Reuven asks Uzma a favor while you're in your researching thing. Previously we discussed this, but we still don't fully understand how the magic arrow with arcanum magic missiles work. So if you have time in your laboratory to figure that out, because if we do have nap, we could actually like make a large amount of arcanum arrows.
That is true.
Yeah, I'll do some experiments with Nier, probably one experiment a day, where I magic missile up some arrows and then monster summoning and then see what happens.
Okay.
See if the things always go to the nearest target or
Yeah. So that's that. Is there anything else? Kind of. I think we can
one
quite
thing
comfortably just time skip the 2 months, but we have to figure out what's happening in the 2 months and.
Yeah, and I think it also, at least for me, depends on how long the elven stuff takes. If I have more time, I'll probably figure something out to fill that time.
one thing, Ruben, you'll notice is that Osmar is nowadays pretty nonchalant about a lot of things, but now that we gave magic items away to be traded, he is messaging you every single day, being like, remember, this is super valuable and don't make any hasty trade decisions without informing me first. He's like every day sending you a message like, okay, make sure not to trade this for some dumb shit. It's really, really important magical gear.
Okay.
Seems like he cares a lot.
Alrighty, I think we kind of have arrived at the end of this session.
Yeah.
The mystery of Cape Joy has become more mysterious. How silly are you all going to feel once you figure out that Mr. Cameron is not a vampire?
He's a lich.
He's a lich.
Early days.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. That would be an interesting character development moment.
Well, we try to grapple the guy, drag him out of the sun, and realize he's literally just a night owl.
That would be, yeah.
That would be kind of funny. That'd be interesting for sure.
It would be character development. It'd be a
He's
plot
just a
point.
random guy who's sorry.
Just
Oh, yeah,
a
go.
guy.
He's just a random guy who's just charming kids in a village. He's a regular old chap.
Just charming them to get them out of their abusive homes. Just
True.
doing good things, you know.
True. This guy's a model citizen. We could all learn from him.
Yeah. Alrighty. I guess then,
Wait, how much time do we have now, ish? What did Oliver agree to? 2 months?
2 months. 2 months. Yeah.
What does that mean in spell research? That probably isn't enough for a 4th level spell, right?
you
Well,
need like 2 weeks per level.
It's like perfect amount of time.
So
No, but it's like 50% roll that you get at the end.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So probably need to do like a 2nd level spell max.
Ooh, I also just realized, I did not think about this beforehand at all, but it matches up perfectly. That festival is when the one time in the year Cameron comes out of his castle,
Oh shit.
like
right.
regularly. That's like, that is something. That's 2.5 months away. It seemed like I thought about that earlier, but I did not. That was just a coincidence.
Oh, I thought you were like, oh sure, it's perfect timing. We have 2 months then until like if he comes out of this festival and kidnaps another person.
Yeah, but it works out. We have 2.5 months until he regularly comes out. But it's also during the winter when it's the most cloudiest,
Yeah.
I assume.
no, it's literally the day that has the longest night.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense now. I just picked up on that.
Also,
Winter equinox. Yeah, makes sense.
I am using my epic chicken talisman for some extra intelligence. And I believe I earlier presented some interest in undead lore proficiency. I'll try to, for lunch and dinner and even in the evening, just a little bit as we're like chilling out, not like intense research anymore. I'd like to, chat with Mir, listen about what she's read, try to get her to share information in the hopes of advocating.
I would like the 3 of you just like give me a short synopsis of what your plans are for the 2 weeks, and then I will figure out what's going to be happening during the 2 weeks and what we need to
2
discuss
months?
more. Yeah.
Okay, 2 months. Do you want that now?
No, like in the next days, just so I can figure out things before next session.
Yeah, I'll write up something real quick and send it to you. Or write up something.
Any good 1st level or 2nd level spell suggestions?
Sunbeam!
Garlic smell. I don't think we know that though, but it's I don't know. Holy steak.
How much dex does Ruben need for dex bonuses? For increased bonuses?
Fucking. I think you get
I think
something every
2.
level.
Because the
For
one will
missile
not.
adjustment needs 2, yeah.
I have dex is my normal dex is 17. 18 just gives me an extra.
AC, I think.
Yeah.
Or it's AC or reaction
Yeah.
adjust or whatever the fuck it's called. 19, you get like everything goes up, I think, again.
Because there's that Cat's Grace spell.
Did Nier have that?
I think it's a wizard spell only.
With
Ah.
a spell, yeah.
Yeah,
oh
but
yeah,
it's,
that's. Oh, I remember the component for that spell. That's funny.
But you can make that instead of
well,
instead of
I would have
learning.
to create a spell similar to that.
Would that be cheating?
Well, I feel like there's light in like 5 different schools.
Hmm.
I think I can create like a alteration version of Cat's Grace. It feels like it's a pretty close to alteration spell.
Yeah, you would like find a alteration way of doing this.
Yeah. I feel like that's reasonable. But that's one option. It would be fun to do something undead related, but I don't have necromancy, so it's kind of weird.
That would help a lot, yeah. So
But I don't have necromancy, so
I meant the Dex one. So up to you, but I would.
um,
Yeah, for me that is also totally great.
Also, I find it super funny that I gave a letter to Nier, and now she's going off, and I'm like, I'm gonna give the letter back at this point. I'll just take it back at this point, probably.
Yeah, probably.
wait. So Ruben is 17 dex.
Yeah.
Does Cat's Grace normally scale weird above 18? Is it cap
No, I
out?
think it just gives you dex. Yeah, it gives you a D8, D6 for warriors, just flat D6. It cannot confer a dexterity score of 20 or more. So
Okay.
19 is the highest.
Yeah, so it does cap out at 19.
Okay.
So that would mean missile adjust +1 and AC +1. It's not that good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
it's
be,
not terrible. How long does it last? It lasts an hour. That's not bad.
Hour per level.
Yeah, so it lasts like basically a whole day. Like
Yeah.
adventuring day.
Yeah, I mean it's good, but it's not great.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's better. I think it's like a good like option if we really need that extra +1, but
It is the
we don't
best
think
use
we're
of any level 2 spell slots for combat.
yeah. I don't think like I think it's like other spells there's probably better research first before you get that one.
yeah.
If there's anything else that like you really need.
I don't remember if I had any plans. I can't think of anything.
We're gonna make you think about it.
The main one more idea that I was thinking on while we're planning going right now was if we do need like a scout, I have a spell that I can only cast on Kitty, but the effect would be any spell or magic item that has any like look ability like is cancelled for Kitty. So she's like it's called you don't need to look this up if you don't want to, but it's called the reverse of locate animal follower, and I can do hide an animal follower from detection by spells, crystal balls, and similar means by 8 hours.
Okay.
So I
Balls.
feel like this is pretty powerful because it's if you can also invis the creature, it'd be pretty difficult to find this creature. I
Wait,
guess
sorry, what did the spell do?
I'll put it into Roll20.
Also, this is
What
gonna be
does
useful.
detection by spells mean?
I don't know.
Does does detect the invis count as detection by spell?
I feel like it might. I don't know.
Also, another thing that would be super useful is that protection from evil, the priest version at least, blocks specifically it does mention vampires in the spell. I think it blocks vampire charms.
Does Nia have that?
I have that. I have that.
Ooh, right. But you only have 2 spell slots.
I only have 2 spell slots, yeah, but I can put on 2 people, just immediately make them immune from what's it called, the vampire charm.
I already might be. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to test this out, but I might be immune to, like, semi-immune to the vampire one.
Oh, that's true.
Because
Yeah,
elves have a 90% immunity to all charm.
you might. Yeah, yeah. You know, so we can gamble on that if you want to.
But these are many things to consider.
Yeah.
Well, this has been an interesting session. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. It went a different turn than I thought. It went a different direction than I thought it was going to go. I thought for sure Duck would double faked us out with the whole he's a vampire thing, and then I'm like, okay, he's probably not a vampire. And I'm like, oh, no, he's definitely a vampire
Triple
now.
faked you.
Double, triple.
Exactly. I was like 100% sure he was a vampire. Then I'm like, wait, the whole quest we went on was literally had nothing to do with the vampire whatsoever. It was just a fucking abusive kid, or a kid who's abused. And it's like, no. It was a kid who's abused, but also got to by a vampire.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, alrighty then. Let's see what you come up with the 2 months before Oliver goes insane and solo charges into the
They keep and slaughters everybody there.
whatever. You still have no idea what it is, right? It's like
No,
his
no,
mansion.
it's a vampire. It's a vampire.
Yeah, but
Of what creature?
his mansion with walls. Maybe he has
Oh,
like
we've never
100
seen it, yeah.
guards. Maybe
Yeah.
he actually has wolves, and I was not misspeaking.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
but it's
Oh,
also
I like
how
how-
we're gonna find out beforehand, you know?
Yeah, this is why we're gonna. Yeah, it's rare. We haven't scattered out the place at all. It'll be great. It'll be great. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're going to come up with an amazing plan to solve all the problems.
Yeah,
True.
we got our vampire research squad on the case.
Yeah.
We got our asking the other NPCs for like, hey, what's a vampire?
I think the final solution is going to be just Uzma's
Final
dropping
solution.
fireballs from the sky enlarged.
Yeah.
That's probably
During the
gonna-
day, just crush the ceiling and just let the sunlight
Yeah.
flow in.
There
Just
could be
slaughter them on
a
the side.
spell research, disperse clouds, right?
Ooh, it's
That could
However,
actually be useful.
There's that would be like a weaker version of the change weather. So that'd be like 2 levels lower than change weather. But I feel like that was like a level 8 spell. I'm
That's
not
also
sure.
a priest spell, I think, but or
No,
maybe
that's
wizards have it as well.
weather control. Oh, it's a 6 level wizard spell. So if this spell clouds is like a weaker version, maybe it counts as a 4th level spell.
There is also weather stasis, so if it is like a clear day, you could just like make weather be like stasis.
Actually, wait. Even if it's a 5th level spell, like no, but I don't have the laboratory for that.
Oh no, that's 1 hour per level. Never mind.
Control winds is a 5th level spell. You just need to wind away the clouds. But I'm done here. My brain is overloaded. We need some time to discuss. I don't know with even who. Thank you.
Alrighty. Welcome.
Good enough.
See you guys
Good
next
night,
week.
everybody.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.